All right, there we go. Here we are. What's up, everybody? Can you hear me on the mic here? I was trying to switch over to OBS Streamlabs, which I think is going to end up being better for the channel, but for some reason I started my stream and it is not allowing me to. So expect a test stream or something else later tonight. And it looks like that is going to take care of our lagging and stuff, but I don't. I don't know what the issue was. We're back on OBS for this one, so hopefully we don't lose connection at all. But yeah, this is where we're at for this stream. What's going on, PBR? Tea on a broom. How you doing? Drunken Charge, Robert Kerrigan. What's up, my man? Thanks for being back here. I'm surprised you're not passed out, brother. You are dedicated. Let's get the right names here for this. Few minutes away from starting right now. All right. Okay. It looks like it's going to be Aiden Lee versus Daniel Konrad. I didn't think that one was on the main card, but there we go. Just 4 bouts on the prelims, and then the rest is going to be on the main card. It looks like 5 fights were canceled from this, from the original Tapology post. That's pretty crazy. I've never seen that many fights canceled. And I mean, outside of having an entire event canceled, yeah, I've never heard anything close to that amount of bouts canceled. But I don't generally do Cage Warriors. Maybe that's the way they do it here. I don't know. I know Robert watches Cage Warriors a lot. What do you think, man? Justin Burlinson or Theodor Berggren? I think Justin. I think Justin Burlinson gets it done. What do you think? Should be a good fight, but yeah, I think Justin gets it done, man. All right, here we are. Me too. Yeah, I agree. Let's take a look at this card. Let's actually go to the odds here, because they actually have the odds for this in the US today, which is amazing. We don't always get to bet everything over here, and I mean, especially DraftKings, they've just been coming out with more and more odds all the time, and I love these odds. I love betting on all these sports. It's a freaking blast. Me too, and it's in England. Yeah, I'm glad we get to join you guys, where you don't have to like be there at freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys are the most dedicated fight fans like ever, though. I see you guys in UFC streams at 5, 6 in the morning. You have to step for that all the time because you're, I think, 8 hours ahead of us. It's 12:23 Pacific where I'm at in Seattle. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. Let's look at some odds here. Justin Burlinson, just a slight favorite. That should be a good fight. Justin Burlinson, just a slight favorite over Theodor Berggren at plus 110. Kennedy Freeman versus Mafalda Carmona for that vacant women's bantamweight belt. Odds pretty even there too. Henry Hardwick, a little bit of a bigger favorite. I'm not super familiar with Keweny Lopes. Maybe you can fill me in, T. I don't watch Cage Warriors every week. I'm usually on UFC every week. Sean Clancy Jr. I know he's not defeated at 5-0. I wonder if those odds are a little thick. Then, of course, we're going to see Charles Joyner versus Yannick Bahati. That should basically be a feeder match. There shouldn't be much doubt in who wins that one. Let's do a little what have you done for me lately here, though. And take a look at these fighters. Sure Dog. They for sure have 181, right? Yes, there it is. Okay. It just didn't come right up when I clicked on it, so us impatient Americans, we're just assholes. Charles Joyner versus Yannick Bahati. Let's look at that. Let's look at Bahati first. Who was the big favorite on this one anyways? It's Joyner, right? Yeah. Bahati, the Black Mamba, 9-7. So 16 fights in his career. 8 of them coming by finish. Also been knocked out 4 times, though. Been submitted once. 1-2 when it goes to the card. Now, Charles Joyner. 4-1, 3 knockouts, 1-1 when it comes to decision. Why is this guy such a huge favorite? I realize he only has 1 loss by decision, but is he beating some really good guys or something? I don't know what his career was before he was in MMA. I'm assuming he was maybe a kickboxer or something. Is he really 6'8"? Is he really a 6'8" light heavyweight? That's ridiculous. 6'8" light heavyweight. That's crazy. Are these odds justified though? Should he really be 13-1? Okay, I mean, Bahati has lost 3 in a row. Oh, and he's lost 6 of his last 7. I see what's going on there. He's been sliding for quite some time. Oh my goodness! Not only has this guy lost 6 of 7 in a row, he's been finished 5 of those 6. He's got the 1 win in there, submission by Kimura. Man, that is just an ugly record. I'm beginning to see why the odds are what they are now. Like, why is this guy even still being allowed to fight, though? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm still not real big on Charles Joyner. I don't see a big reason for it. Justin Gaethje said he wants to fight in March. What's up, Torrin Brown in the house? And I hope he does, man. We need more Gaethje. Andrey Augusto versus Sean Clancy Jr. Let's check this one out. Andrey Augusto, 16-7, 9 wins coming by finish. Let's check out the odds on this one. Clancy Jr., pretty big favorite here, minus 575. So basically 5-1 favorite for him. Andrey Augusto, 32 years old, 16-7, 9 finishes, 7-6 when it goes to distance. He's only been finished once by submission. He is coming off of a win in Cage Warriors over Chris Bungard. 2-2 in his last 4, 3-3, 4-4. Like, this guy likes to win, lose every other fight, it seems like. Who was this Chris Bungard guy he fought? 19-10 with 10 submissions. So, I mean, okay. It's not the worst record in the world. It's not great. Kind of depends on who he fought and where he fought him. Called out Dan Hooker for March. He wants to rematch Holloway again. Oh, he also wants to rematch Holloway again. Hooker seems to be a good rebound fight for him. I'm not sure how people are going to buy into that, to be honest. I'm not sure how many people are going to be excited about that because, I mean, Hooker lost to Chandler, who lost to Gaethje, who I know, MMA math doesn't always make sense, but, that's what it is. It seems like a strange match. I know he is coming off a loss. And I know he doesn't want to fight just to fight. I thought he only wanted to fight while he's in the title conversation. Now, Sean Clancy Jr., 5-0, all 5 of those wins coming by way of finishes. I don't know why the age is not available. Somebody's got to have that. Out of Scotland, 3 knockouts, 2 submissions for Sean Clancy Jr. Wow, yeah, almost all first round. Only got to make it to the second round was this Lucas Rodriguez Lopes. Now, his last opponent, 6-4, all 6 coming by way of finish. Not a good record, obviously. And then Lucas Lopes, 9-7, all 9 of his wins coming by way of it. Wow, this Cage Warriors like boxing. It's like everybody's got all finishes in their records. Like in boxing where everybody's undefeated. Hey, I like finishes. I'm not going to complain. Give us finishes. Dumitru Girlean versus James Power, and this is just about to start here. Okay, this is very, very close on the odds. James Power, Dumitru Girlean. Power just a slight underdog at plus 136. Girlean a slight favorite at minus 162. This is more a fight I think we can break down here. So let's start out with Girlean, actually a slight favorite, 8-2, all 8 wins coming by way of. God, I like these guys here in Cage Warriors. It's like guys with a ton of finishes. This is awesome. 4 knockouts, 4 submissions. Both his losses were by submission. This guy's never met a judge in 10 fights. How cool is that? Should we just stop covering UFC and just cover Cage Warriors every week? I'm tired of watching, wrestle fuck decisions. Even exciting when he loses. Like I said, the submissions here. But submitted Chris Bungard. That seems to be a repeating theme for some of these guys, defeating Chris Bungard. But Adam Cohen, knockouts, submissions, even on each. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. James Power, let's check him out. Let's keep with the theme, dude. 6-1, 5 knockouts. What about this? Just 1-1 when it goes to decision. Second round knockout, 10 seconds of Daniel Kalaskinski. Wow, yeah. This dude, a lot of finishes here. Jay Hill fight has got announced too. Oh, nice. I can see Gaethje retiring soon, especially if he loses to Hooker. He'll probably lay his gloves in the cage, I would imagine, if he loses to Hooker. Diego Lopes, Josh Emmett in the works for a fight night in Mexico City for March. That's an interesting. I'm not sure what that does for Josh Emmett. I'm not sure what it does for either guy, honestly, because Lopes is coming off of a much bigger win than that. But sometimes I guess you just got to make fights, and not every single fight has got to have title implications. But I thought Diego Lopes was really headed on that route. But yeah, fight's a fight. Jay Hill. Yeah, Diego Lopes, Josh Emmett. I'm not sure about that one. I love watching Justin Gaethje fight. I mean, it's going to be a sad day when he retires, but also, like, it's sad to see these guys getting knocked out and getting finished and getting hurt late in their careers, too. That's That's no fun. It doesn't look like it is Aiden Lee up next. That one must have gotten canceled. Looks like Charles Joyner and Yannick Bahati up next. So we'll get the right fight up here. Oh, they don't even have odds on that one on DraftKings. Wow. Charles Joyner, Yannick Bahati. We'll get the right names up here. I don't really know a whole lot about these guys, like I was saying earlier. Hill is fighting. Ooh, that's a good fight. I like that fight for both those guys. That fight makes sense. I'm glad to see that. That's a fight that makes sense. Alex isn't going to be around forever. Alex is what, 37, 38. Is Hill even 30? Just barely over 30 maybe. And then Yuri, he's a few years younger than Alex too. So, you know, I think those guys are going to be around longer than Alex, and especially if Alex goes up to heavyweight and fights John eventually. So it sounds like, and I hate to jump the gun, even though I'm hearing everybody saying it, including John Jones and Dana White and everybody, it sounds like John versus Tom Aspinall is actually going to be the next fight to happen. I really hope that's the case. I would say definitely no guarantees on that one, but I don't know. That image was creating some shadows and stuff. I'm gonna switch back to this one. Oh, Hill's 33. That's not a bad age. What's Yuri? I think is 34 or 35. I know he spent a lot of years over in Ryzen. Was a Ryzen light heavyweight champion over there. At a retired Molal. Everybody thought Molal, Muhammad Molal was gonna win that fight. All right, there he is, Yannick Bahati, the Black Mamba, making his Cage Warriors debut. He does have big show experience, but he is also riding a 3-fight losing streak. So don't be surprised if this one's over quickly and violently. What's up? Tiana Broom, feel free to talk more on the Cage Warrior stuff here, man, because our regular community is not as familiar with these guys. We do UFC pretty much every week, from Bellator, PFL, dabble in boxing quite a bit, but we've been a little strangers here from the Cage Warriors. Just hasn't lined up with my schedule, and I do choose UFC first. Just hasn't lined up with my schedule, and I do choose UFC first. So I just needed to check the sound there, because we had some crackly sound on our stream earlier. I don't know why, but there we go. Yannick Bahati getting Vaselined up. Getting Vaselined up. He's not going to Diddy party. He's jumping in the cage for a fight. Much less dangerous. Much less dangerous. Don't worry about him. He'll be okay. All right, and he is in the cage. Dude kind of looks like a mini Francis Ngannou, though, doesn't he? Might be on a 3-fight losing streak, but he looks the part. I always wonder what's going on with those guys. Like, they still look the part. They still look like they're in their prime, but then they're just falling apart. You know, they're starting to lose all their fights. Charles Joyner, tallest athlete on the Cage Warrior roster. Undefeated in Cage Warrior so far, has pro kickboxing experience. That's what I was looking for. I was like, why is this guy such a big favorite? That's right. Those odds were up there. That's the odds, the one we were looking at. He was like 13-1 favorite. I think DraftKings finally just pulled the odds. They were too high to keep betting on. And this guy, like I said, 4-1. I mean, I don't know. Is he going to walk over this guy? That doesn't seem like a guarantee to me. Like I said, Yannick Bahati finished all 8 of his 9 fights, 1 and 2 when it goes to decision, but he's been knocked out 4 times. 35 years old. He could be tailor-made here for Charles Joyner. And these are the guys here in Cage Warriors. This is like the UFC for London. Sometimes some of these guys come over, to the UFC. Some of them don't want to, though. Some of them, you see them go from LFA. LFA's been this big feeder league for the UFC. They go to LFA, they go to Dana White Contender Series, they end up on the UFC. You guys know the cycle. Same thing with Cage Fury Fighting Championships. They don't always go to the UFC. Many of those guys get through the ranks, win the belt over in LFA and Cage Fury, dominate over there, and they end up over here in Cage Warriors, which is a very high-quality organization. Yannick Bahati, 6 years older at 35. The big number here, Charles Joyner, 6 inches taller at 6'8". He's 4-1, 6'8". Bahati 6'2", 9-7. Man, Bahati is stacked like a brick shithouse, isn't he? For 6'2". It looks like he probably cuts more weight than Joyner to make this weight, even though Joyner's 6'8". So I see Gaethje going on an 8-fight losing streak like Ferguson. Before that happens, I think he would just retire. Oh, I agree, Torn. I agree. Tony's a special kind of dude. I love Tony, but he's sometimes I'm just like, I want to be like, Tony, what are you doing, man? All right, guys, it is our first bout of the evening. Out of the blue corner, 35 years old, weighing in at 205 pounds, with a record of 9 wins and 7 losses. They call him the Black Mamba, Yannick Bahati. 9 wins, 8 finishes. Don't forget that. These guys like to finish in Cage Warriors. I think they do have like some other events and stuff, but they just put their finishers on like the main cards, the numbered ones that are going to get to you. Like these guys are the finishers. All right, now to the red corner, representing London, England, with a record of 4 wins against just 1 loss. 29 years old, a former kickboxing world champion, Charles Joyner. 6'8". That's insane for a 205-pound fighter. Dan Mafalda is the referee for this one. They have a lot of their own referees over here. Yeah, sometimes you will see guys that you'll see in the UFC, but most of the time they don't travel to London. They put on enough shows where they have like some regular guys like the UFC does. Oh, good low leg kick from Joyner to start things off, and there's a side kick to the knee. Neither one of these guys is known for going the distance or very long at all, for that matter. Where the UFC today was, a bunch of supposed to be quick fights that went to decision. I don't think we're going to see a lot of decisions tonight. Oh, there's a big right hook from Bahati. And Bahati comes in and gets the body lock. And see, that's what I was talking about. I was like, I know Bahati's lost 3 in a row. He's making his Cage Warriors debut here. But Joyner's only got 5 professional fights in MMA. He lost 1 of them. I know he's a kickboxing champion. Not everybody, that doesn't translate for everybody. And I make the example of Gokhan Saki all the time. Gokhan Saki comes over to the UFC, one of the greatest kickboxers in the world at the time, and just gets blasted by a guy that really wasn't even that well known at the time, Khalil Rountree Jr., who was also a kickboxer that didn't have near the amount of success that Gokhan Saki had. It just translated to mixed martial arts. He was able to, pick up the rest of the pieces easier. There's a good right hook from Joyner. Body kick from Bahati. Joyner looks very stiff. Good little leg kick there from Joyner. Maybe that's just the fact that he doesn't have a wrestling stance and he's not really preparing to wrestling. He knows what he wants to do. Bahati's got the body lock here. If he takes Joyner down, he can make him very uncomfortable. And also make a lot of casinos very uncomfortable. That made Joyner such a huge favorite that they eventually pulled this off of the books. I am curious if it's going to come back up in the live odds, though. Probably not on DraftKings. No, it hasn't. I was thinking because they just don't have as many ways to track this, I think, here in the States. Oh, big knee to the body there from Joyner. That hurt Bahati. Halfway through the third. That was a big shot. And 6'8", 6 inches taller, he can use that leverage. It's not easy to throw a guy with 6'8" either. You got to remember, to throw somebody, generally, you got to drop your hips lower than theirs, but then you got to lift them up. You got to lift that guy up. Good knee to the body there from Joyner. Oh, and there's a knee, ambidextrous, the right knee, the left knee. They both look just as good. Oh, and there's a big elbow in the clinch for Joyner. Oh, and there's another nasty knee to the body. That was towards that liver. Oh, and he goes back to the body. Same shot. Same spot with that body kick. Bahati checks that leg kick. There's a right kick over the top from Bahati and another body kick there. This is basically turned into a kickboxing match here. Good low leg kick from Joyner. Push kick to the body from Joyner. Bahati blocks that head kick upstairs. What's up, Phil D. Roll? Cheers and beers, my friend. And Bahati, he desperately wants to get this fight to the ground, and he does. Slams Joyner on his hips. Let's see if he can get the back here. Bahati does have 4 submissions. His 9 wins, he has 4 of them by submission. He's got hooks and he's got a backpack. No, he couldn't hold on to it. 50 seconds. Lucky break there for Joyner. But Bahati pulls him to the ground once again. And, if this goes the distance, it's going to be interesting what the judges want here. Good knee to the body there from Bahati on the ground. He's got the north-south position. Bahati's up again, but he's stuck in a guillotine with 30 seconds left. And Joyner's out. Missed the early morning stream. I fell asleep at 3 a.m. Dude, I don't blame you. We were all falling asleep during that stream. That was too early. Oh, nice elbows there from Joyner in the clinch. Bahati picks up the 6'8" man over his head and slams him on the ground. Man, I was having flashbacks of Randy Couture slamming a big 6'7" Tim Sylvia. I got to give that round to Yannick Bahati. I don't know how the judging and things will go over here there, but yeah, I thought, I mean, Bahati had decent striking. He obviously out-grappled him. Um, had him in vulnerable positions. All right, let's go into the corners here. Charles Joyner standing up early. But he stand up. I think he might have stood up all in between the round the whole time. I said I definitely thought Bahati won that round. He also looks much more tired than Joyner. And when you got these guys with almost 500 records, you do have to wonder how much they push themselves. Look at this. Joyner just 3 liver kicks in a row to start the second round. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of playing around. I'm going to go with what works, and I'm going to take this guy out of here. We'll work on other stuff later. There's a good straight right from Bahati. But I think that first round was rougher for him than what he thought it was going to be. And he's like, no, I'm going to do what I know I can do. Oh, there's a good one, too, from Bahati in a right hand, though. 420 left here in the second. There's an inside leg kick from Bahati. These could be matches to watch for betting in the future. Good 3-punch combination from Bahati. And he drops down low. Good defense so far here from Joyner. But what Bahati's going to do is he's going to get this single leg. He's going to wrap around that back leg most likely and drag Joyner to the ground again. Oh, Joyner's able to get his leg down. I doubt that I'd be surprised if we do not see Joyner getting taken out again in this fight, though. His wrestling defense is just not good. What's up, Vaso Vizio? Still going, man. Round 2. Nobody's won yet, so you're just in time, brother. 3:35 left in the second. There's a good knee to the body from Joyner. Low. That knee was low. So referee going to stop the action here for a moment. At 3:31 of the second. Bahati going to take a second for his balls to recover here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not the balls. It was the eyes. He put a finger into the eye. My bad. I'd seen a knee not too much before that, so I thought it was a little. Oh yeah, he put that little pinky finger right into the eye. That's not good for Bahati. He's gonna have him up to 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure Bahati's okay. There's no swelling. He's gone up to 5 minutes. Yeah, I think Bahati is going to take his time here on this, though. He's sucking wind. And just as early as he was sucking wind, and he was winning that first round, that tells me that he came into this bout a little bit out of shape. I know he looks like he's physically in shape. Throw a bodybuilder into an MMA match and see how long they last. They're going to be sucking wind in like 30 seconds. So don't see a muscular guy or lady that looks like they're in shape and think that's going to translate to cardio. Same time, don't see a big gut and think a guy doesn't have it. Look at Daniel Cormier back in the day. Look at the Cuddly Bear. Old Caldwell, and then Chris Barnett, the dude with the big belly that does all the forward flips and crazy moves. That guy's got an insane amount of cardio that just doesn't even make sense. Yeah, he's good to go. Oh man, he is really milking this though. They're really going to let him take as much time as possible. I don't know if in Cage Warriors, do they kind of just let them take the 5 minutes even if they say they're okay? UFC, I feel like UFC or Bellator, PFL, I feel like this match would have been restarted quite a while ago. Are they trying to? It's almost like they're trying to talk him into quitting. This is kind of weird. Oh, Bahati's claiming about something. Yeah, see, I don't know about this. Like, for a little eye poke like that, I think either you can see or you can't. I'm a little surprised in the 5 minutes. A low blow's a different situation for me. I can't tell what he's seeing, obviously. So referee tells him, he goes, I've also seen you putting your hands out, so just, be careful about that. 3:31 left in this. We'll get the time clock back at 3 minutes. Oh, big body kick there from Joyner. If it lasts that long. Joyner's just trying to destroy that liver. Oh, head kick from Joyner. Bahati's a tough SOB. That was shin to temple, and he walked right through it. Good inside leg kick there from Joyner. Oh, and he goes over the head of Bahati that time. There's another brutal body kick. Good body kick there from Bahati, but this is quickly starting to become one-way traffic in favor of Joyner. Push kick to the body there from Bahati. Bahati said he's poked in the eye, and the referee's like, nah, no you aren't. Keep going. So, I don't know. We'd have to watch a replay, but there's a good one, too, from Joyner, straight right from Bahati. But, yeah, Bahati, I can tell you his cardio, it just was not there. Oh, good right hand there from Bahati and the body kick. Got to wonder if that's the reason, or at least part of the reason for his 3-fight skid coming into this fight. Good body kick there from Bahati. Oh, and they exchange right hands, and Bahati dropping, going for another takedown here, and he gets it. Just over 2 minutes left here in the second. Bahati continues, to make this fight interesting. He's got the back now. Let's see if he can get the backpack or if he can keep Joyner down here. I mean, the dude being 6'8", it seems like that creates some problems on the ground, just trying to get it on a submission, but somehow he's got his head lined right up there, always going for a neck crank. And Joyner pulls that off. If you're wanting to watch along here in the States, it's on UFC Fight Pass. Over in Great Britain or elsewhere, I guess it's probably also on UFC Fight Pass, but I imagine you probably have other options as well. And Bahati moves right to side control because he's got a huge advantage seemingly in the grappling department. And see, that's why when I looked at this and I seen Joyner, such a big favorite, I knew it's a guy they're trying to build, 14-1 favorite, but I'm like, man, is he really ready for this? And do the odds justify the means? And I would say definitely not on that part. Bahati's certainly not looking like a 14-1 underdog here. He's looking like he could actually win this fight at any moment. He's got the hooks. Oh, and Joyner kind of flips him off and ends up on top. So now he's in the guard of Bahati. And he can drop some elbows here. Not the smoothest grappling from Bahati. And Joyner's got to really continue to work on his wrestling, even if it's always going to be just defensively. Good elbow there from Joyner, and there's another one. Because he's going to run into a lot better wrestlers than Yannick Bahati. There's a good hammer fist from Joyner. Rob pass out. What's up, White? He might have. He's in here. He was chatting earlier. Good to see you, White. I'm surprised you didn't pass out. I know you didn't get much sleep. All right, let's go into the corner of Yannick Bahati here. I think he's got a legitimate chance of pulling off an upset tonight. The biggest difference probably here, though, in favor of Joyner is the cardio, the breathing in between each rounds. Bahati's been sucking wind since, since the first round wasn't even over with yet, and he sounded like he was going to die. Charles Joyner looks like he just took a brisk walk in the park. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Here again, I'm Phil. All right, 2 title fights tonight, as I mentioned earlier. And on deck, Justin Burlinson, Theodor Berggren. That's the 3 spot. I think that fight is going to steal the show. That's my candidate for fight of the night of what we got, what came through for this main card. Yo, Phil, glad you got some sleep, brother. What's up, Tiana Broom? Do you guys... Oh, good body kick there from Bahati. Do you guys know how many fights until Burlinson Berggren? Some nice money on that one. Yeah, it's the next fight up, man. The legend PBR in this. Yes, sir. Me too. Sleep is good. Did you just bet straight money line? I'm curious what odds you got. Also, Tiana Broom, because are you over in England or are you stateside? Because they've pulled the odds on that one here on DraftKings, which is strange because the odds were close. I showed them to you guys earlier. They were almost even. Getting too old to not get sleep anymore. Tell me about it, brother. Oh, good knees to the body here from Joyner. And Bahati dropping down the body lock one more time. 1 minute here into the third. For those that are just coming in, what I was noticing when you look on these guys' records is Bahati gets a nice slam here. Joyner still got an arm in guillotine, but Bahati's out and right into side control. Most of these guys that are on the main Cage Warrior cards, like they got a lot of finishes. Like it's like boxing with 0. You know, in boxing, everybody's undefeated. In Cage Warriors, it seems like everybody's all finishes. They'll have like 9 wins and 9 finishes or 8 finishes. And so I like that. Oh, Bahati moves to full mount. And remember, this would be a huge upset. Joyner came into this fight. He was all the way up to about a 13-1 favorite. I was doubting that in the breakdown. Just being 4-1, despite his kickboxing, experience, I thought this was a step up, and it's really proving to be that. And I imagine if Bahati was just a little better submission artist, I mean, not to say that he can't submit. Guys he's submitted for. But there's a lot of guys that submit Charles Joyner tonight. He's got a lot of work to do on the ground. And Joyner gets up back to the center of the cage. Bahati was not wanting to get back up with him because, dude, I took a lot of work to get this down here. Good knee to the body there from Joyner, and there's a right hook. 6'8" light heavyweight, if you didn't hear that earlier, anybody. Oh, and there's a groin shot. Oh, no, it was another eye poke. Oh, man, he is rolling on the ground. Let's see this. Both hands wide open. Yep, there it is. Index finger right into the eye. That's the second time this fight's been stopped for an eye poke. I would take a point away. We'll see what they do here. Yeah, you got to take... I feel like you got to take a point away in that. I mean, he had both hands, fingers out, and just poked that index finger right into the eye. Bahati didn't move into it. He actually moved his hand forward and moved the finger straight into the eye. Just unacceptable. Bahati says, give me more time. Nope, he's going to wave it off. But what is the decision here? Is it a disqualification from accidental foul? Is it a no contest? Will it go to the scorecards? Yeah, it sounds like they will go to the scorecards. And their score all 3 rounds. The fight was almost over. So, I mean, no harm done to a point there. This is a close fight, but I think Bahati won 2 of those rounds. He's the underdog. I don't know if I could credit him for him. What's up, Frankie Trezo? How about that reporter when Connor was walking to his car? Connor, you're a rapist. What do you think about that? Oh, I didn't see that. Wow. Really? I did not realize also the absolute disdain that Irish people have for Conor McGregor. Like, I thought they were still with him. Oh, they can't stand that guy. And from everything I've been saying for years, for good reason. I mean, I know you guys like how he fights and stuff, but I mean, I've been reporting rape allegations on this guy literally since I started this channel. The first year of this channel, we were talking about this. So this is what the defense lawyer, or waiting for this decision, this is what the defense lawyer for Conor McGregor said to the jury. You may have an active dislike for this man. Some of you may even loathe him. There is no point pretending that the situation might be otherwise. So he's like, I know nobody likes this guy. Attorney Remy Farrell said, I'm not asking you to invite him to Sunday brunch. Wow. This is a guy that had talked about running for president of Ireland. I saw that. He called him right out. Frank's rotten reporters, because Irish people seem generally cool and nice. He's a bad person. In love with himself. Hey, agreed, Phil. And, you know, if people want to be like, oh, I love him as a fighter, or watch him as a fighter and a star or whatever, it's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not here to judge you, but, like, the guy just keeps doing horrible things. Here we go, technical decision.
30-28, Joyner. Judge Brown scores this contest 29-28, Bahati. And Judge Lee scores this contest 29-29, declaring this a split draw.
Well, wow.
Technical decision, split draw.
Technical decision, split draw. I don't know much about the politics of Cage Warriors. Kind of seems like they didn't want to see Charles Joyner take another loss. He's 13-1 favorite. I'd be really pissed if I bet on this fight, I'll tell you that. But it is what it is. We don't see draws stateside, like, really at all. In a 3-round bout, unless there's points taken away, like, it's almost unheard of. Yeah, a lot of rich, famous guys are like that when they come from the gutter. Yeah, and I mean, I have sympathy for anybody who came from a tough, a tough upbringing. Of course, I came from a tough upbringing, and I know a lot of people who do. They're not out there raping people. They're not out there, running their cars, getting in drunk driving accidents and hitting pregnant women, and the kind of things that I would hope that everybody in here doesn't want to see representing our sport. Sean Clancy Jr., Andrey Augusto next at welterweight. And we have another one of these pretty big favorite situation coming in here. Sean Clancy, I think he was just about a 6-1. Those odds are pulled now too, at least in the States. All right, Andrey, Augusto, Sean Clancy. We talked about this a little earlier before the show starts. Sean Clancy Jr. Well, the one, 5-0, 3 knockouts, 2 submissions. Never seen a judge in his life. And I believe his opponent was pretty similar, if not the same. No, Andrey Augusto, 16-7, 9 finishes, 6 of them by knockout, 3 submissions. 7-6 when it goes to the scorecard. Never been knocked out. Been submitted the one time. This is a bit of a tough ask. This is a bit of a tough ask for a guy with only 5 fights. So for those that didn't see it earlier, let's bring this up one more time. I'm gonna bring up the comparisons here on SureDog just one more time. Andrey Augusto, so I mentioned, big underdog in this. I mean, going 1-1 all over the place, yeah, but he's got 23, 24 fights, including his draw. Last win in Cage Warriors. He's won in Judo Brazil. He's won Open Fighting Championships a couple times. And then he does seem to be definitely on the south side of his career at only 32 years old. Had a lot more wins earlier in his career. And in some decent organizations. Judo Brazil, Jungle Fight. A lot of UFC guys came out of that. Anderson Silva took a stop by there. Sean Clancy Jr., like I said, a big favorite here. 5-0, all finishes, but only 5 fights. 3 in Cage Warriors, 1 in Budo, and 1 in Unity. All 5 of those by finish, though. And here's something I didn't take into account. He's got a long amateur career. I like to see that. And 8-1 as an amateur, that really turns things around for me. That changes a lot. So a lot of these guys, a lot of these amateur bouts are basically professional bouts that they're not getting paid for. I mean, the skill level is there. Sean Clancy Jr., undefeated as a professional, considered Scotland's biggest prospect. Recently returned from New York. He was with Paul Craig over at his UFC fight against Bo Nickel. Nick Diaz and Verdum are my all-time favorites, but Nick is straight ice head. Very sad. Yeah, it sucks. I was bummed out to see that about Nick. If it's in fact true, and it looks like it's true. Well, and that's a different situation with Nick. It seems like he just needs help. Like he got caught up into drugs, and apparently it sounds like he's addicted to meth. I'm not reporting that, but a lot of other people are reporting that. I hope it's not true, but it's been reported in a lot of places, and he's showing a lot of those signs. When you see him for a few minutes, and when you go back and you watch his the way he's spoken and mumbled and the way he's interacted with other people, I wonder if this is something that he's dealt with for a long time, and maybe it didn't affect him to the state that it is now. I mean, he could have been on meth for over 10 years for all I know. I really hope somebody gets him into rehab and it's just smoke grass like he used to. Well, yeah, and that's the thing I don't get. I mean, I guess you're looking for that bigger, badder high when you're hurt, but yeah, he was so into weed. Why would you go somewhere else? I don't know. I thought it was just CTE, but maybe both. Yeah, could definitely be both. Nick, certainly wasn't known for his defense. He got hit a lot. He would outlast guys, but part of that cardio, part of being a slower guy, part of wearing the other guy out. Even when you have great defense, a lot of those guys get hit a lot. Listen to James Toney talk now. One of the greatest inside defensive fighters of all time. And the guy can barely string together a sentence. It's sad. All right, Andrey Augusto, 11 years older at 32 years old. He's 16-7. Clancy's 21 years old, 5-0. The big stat here: 7 inches taller is Sean Clancy Jr. at 6'2". Augusto 5'7". That's a pretty short welterweight. She got a tall welterweight against a short welterweight. Similar height-wise to Kelvin Gastelum and Israel Adesanya, I guess, but even more extreme. Maybe he started smoking meth because his head is all messed up. I don't know. I feel like making excuses for him since it's Nick Diaz. I mean, it's not like the same situation. He doesn't have these rape allegations and the other things. All right, out of the blue corner with a record of 16-7-1, 32 years old, Andrey Augusto. Yeah, you gotta hope for the guy. And as much as you guys know, I'm not a huge John Jones fan. I don't wish ill will for the guy. I hope he can turn his life around one day. Like, I hope he becomes like a Mike Tyson type story. But he's going to have to prove that. Out of the red corner, just 21 years old with a record of 5 wins, no losses, all 5 wins coming by way of finish. He's considered Scotland's biggest MMA prospect, Sean Clancy. Paul Crossley, the referee for this one. And that's a guy, Sean Clancy Jr., if he keeps moving the way he is, that's a guy, if he wants to go to the UFC, he'll be there. But not all of these guys over in London want to go to the UFC. It's like one. Cage Warriors, those guys I think get paid pretty decent. They got a pretty solid following, solid organization. Good low leg kick there from Clancy to start out the first round. Jesse Patsington. Did Kennedy Freeman fight yet? No. Kennedy, still a few more fights before Kennedy. She's the co-main event. Good left hand there for Clancy. Yeah, we still got 2 more fights before her. James Power versus Dumitru Girlean next, and then Justin Burlinson and Theodor Berggren, which is my pick for fight of the night. Push kick to the body there from Clancy. Augusto having a hard time in getting inside that reach of Clancy. Oh, good, another push kick to the body and a straight left. Oh, there's a head kick from Clancy. This is a talented kid. Like I said, just 21 years old, and don't pay so much attention to the just 5 pro fights, because as I mentioned, he had 9 amateur fights. Oh, almost lands the flying knee there as Clancy lands a good left hook afterwards. Augusto going for a takedown here. He's got the single. Let's see what Clancy's takedown defense here looks like. Thank you. That's the fight. I will stay till. Nice. Hey, well, thanks for being here, Jesse. And there's a nice slam there from Augusto and Clancy Jr. We're going to see how he works off his back. He does have a couple submissions. Couple submissions as a professional. 3 knockouts and 2 submissions. Also submitted 2 of his last 3 opponents as an amateur. And Clancy doing a good job, doing what he should be doing here. That little shrimp crawl to the fence. He's getting to the fence. Let's see if he can get up. Looks very calm. Oh, he almost grabbed the fence there. And he realized what he was doing. Almost wonder if he got in a bad habit in practice. And uses his opponent to get back up. Oh, a knee right to the temple from Clancy Jr. And there's one to the body. Beautiful job of getting back up. Augusto still with the body lock, though. Almost gets another throw there. Clancy just needs to break free here. I mean, maybe he might go for the takedown here. I'm not sure. Oh, good knee to the body there from Clancy, and there's one to the head. No, he likes the clinch. He's a nasty boy. He likes that nasty tie clinch. Knees to the thigh here from Clancy. Wait till he get those elbows moving. He's got some long arms, too. Oh, man, and he almost got him with that right elbow. And here comes Augusto. Charge. Oh, big body kick for Clancy, and Augusto just walks right into it. Good takedown defense there from Augusto, though. That was a fast sprawl. Clancy's first takedown attempt there. And Augusto, he's got a body lock. He's got over-under on the left side here. Oh, man, Clancy, he took a handful of fence a couple times there. I don't know if he thought he was on the other side of the referee or what, but, dude, none of that dirty fight, man. There's a couple good knees to the body there from Clancy. And another. Yeah, he's definitely got the leverage for those knees against Augusto, who's only 5'7", as we mentioned earlier. You got 6'2" and 5'7". Did I just get my notification for this right now? WTF, YouTube. Oh, really? Huh. Well, I mean, I'm glad you got it. That is weird. And Clancy Jr. Augusto pushing Clancy Jr. into the corner there. I think Clancy did plenty to win that round, though. 10-9, Sean Clancy Jr.
Here's the head kick attempt early. Augusto just getting his arm in front of that.
And Phil said with those rich and famous people, after they've had hundreds of perfect 10s, they have to move up to crazier stuff. Yeah, probably. Well, and here's the thing. It's like Connor's had so many different allegations from different things, and he goes, oh, well, it was consensual. And it's like, and including the one in the bathroom at the, the NBA Finals, and, even posted she was a proper lay on his Twitter. I seen that. He had deleted it, but somebody screenshotted it. I mean, you gotta feel bad for his wife. Like, even if somehow, like, all of these were consensual, I mean, like, this guy's cheating on his wife, like, every weekend. Good flying knee to the body and a right hook upstairs from Clancy. And there's another knee to the body. Oh, man, flying knee to the head. Clancy Jr., he's looking to end this fight quickly here in the second. He's like, I got my work in. Let's take care of business. And Augusto pushing all of his weight on the fence here against Clancy. Clancy just really not looking like he's in much danger of going down, though. I think he's kind of got this guy figured out. Switches hooks, pushes Augusto into the corner. Oh, and Clancy gets the throw. Nice little Ochigari. Oh, trips over Augusto, though, and ends up on the bottom. These are still little mistakes that you see a 21-year-old fighter make. Where can I watch this for free? What's up, Ryan Lopez? It's on UFC Fight Pass here in the States. I think you can probably still get a free trial with them, at least a 7-day. I'm not sure, though. Augusto working on a pretty deep guillotine choke here. I think Clancy was I think Clancy looked like he was close to tapping there for a moment, but he popped out. Gonna listen for free here, dudes, Phil. Well, thank you, Phil. And Augusto ended up in kind of a weird side mount, now dominant north-south. He can't decide where he wants to be. He's just going to keep moving around until he loses position. Augusto, make up your mind. Throw some shots. Go for a submission or something. There's a good elbow to the body there from Augusto, but the dude gives up 2 dominant position and jumps right into guard. I don't understand what was going on there. Are there just a ton of guys that are just being taught that mount is the only dominant position? Because it really seems like it. Good elbow from the bottom there from Clancy, but he's spending a lot of time on his back right now. But hit that like while you're at it. Thank you, Phil. Yes, 8 up in there. Everybody, please hit that like. If you're not subscribed, make sure and do that now. We're here every weekend, guys. We were here at 2:30 this morning. And we started 2:30 this morning for UFC China. Back here with you for Cage Warriors. We'll be back here again tomorrow for football. So don't miss that. It's like your virtual sports bar, and you don't have to pay $12 for a drink. Cardinals at Seahawks, 1:25 Pacific tomorrow, 4:25 Eastern. And before that, I might hit that Chiefs-Panthers game. That's on CBS, 10 a.m. Pacific. I think we should do another doubleheader, if not triple, tomorrow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful transition there from Clancy. Grabs the arm and just kind of spins on it, and he gets on top and full mount. Now Augusto's in trouble. And Augusto gives up his back. Here comes some big hammers from Clancy Jr. Oh, nasty elbows. I feel like he wants that rear naked choke. He probably want. Oh, he might take the finish any way he can get it, though. Oh, he is really pounding Augusto's that right ear. Augusto's starting to fade. Referee watching this closely. I get a feeling Clancy wants the submission, though, because then he'd be 6-0 with 3 knockouts and 3 submissions. But, dude, get the finish however you can get it. 40 seconds left here in the second. I can see why I couldn't get a decent bet on this fight, though. Clancy, very dominant. Oh, that elbow might have been to the back of the head, though. Clancy's got to be careful. And I wasn't impressed with, Clancy on the fence a lot. He had his fingers inside of that fence several times. He just grabbed handfuls of fence. There's more elbows and hammer fists here from Clancy, and Augusto will finish the round, but another dominant round for Sean Clancy, 2018. Yeah, it's just a weird thing for Augusto too. He had finally got this to the ground. Like I said, CC on the replay there, he had side control, then he had the dominant north-south, and Clancy just easily flipped him over. I mean, he's like flipping a burger. That's how easy he made it look. Yes, cheers and beers, Phil. I'm still recovering a little bit from that flu I was fighting yesterday. I was almost going to stream it was Thursday. I was going to stream football, and then I had actually wanted to stream yesterday too, and I was still kicking my ass. So I was still hanging on, but we're here. All right, round number 3. Good left hand from Clancy to start out the third. Man, when they're standing like this, you can really tell how much taller Clancy is. I mean, Augusto almost looks like a little kid to him. And Augusto saying that's a low blow. Push kick to the body. Let's watch the replay. I mean, it may have been. Let's watch the replay here. It's on the belt line. That's definitely not a nut shot, I'll tell you that. I mean, unless Andrey Augusto's got the biggest nuts in England. That's well, the heel is a little low there. That first one was a weird angle, I guess. So, okay. All right, here comes the doctor. Let's just stop the clock here for just a moment. I don't expect that this is gonna stop this fight or anything, but so Vince been a little plagued with fouls though. The last big favorite in the last fight. Fight did not continue due to eye pokes. And I think the big favorite was about to lose there. It was definitely very close. And Augusto saying he's still in pain. So I mean, you get up to 5 minutes, nut shots can be tough. All right, let's get time back in. 4 minutes 40 seconds of this third round. So I can only change minutes on my clock here. So we'll take back over at 4. Good right hand from Augusto to start things back out. And Clancy fires back. 4:30 left in the third. What's up, Crammy? Bing bang. Clancy Jr. is winning. Sean Clancy Jr., the favorite, is definitely winning the fight. 4:20 left here in the third. Augusto's made it interesting, but oh, what a right hook there from Clancy and a flying knee. There's another right hook. He was close to finishing him earlier. There's 2 more knees. Augusto's a tough SOB, though. There's a knee to the body and a left hook upstairs. Oh, what a right hook there from Clancy and another flying knee. Damn, Augusto's eating knees for breakfast. And there's a big body kick. Very obvious Clancy wants to finish here. Oh, what a right hook. He feinted downstairs and hit him with a lightning fast hook and a left uppercut. Ends it all. Andrey Augusto crumbles to the canvas on a beautiful left uppercut from Sean Clancy Jr. And he is now 7-0, all by finish. Remember the name Sean Clancy Jr. As mentioned, the biggest prospect. They call him the biggest prospect in all of Scotland. He impressed me tonight. Nothing but dominance. And only 21 years old, too. Oh, it was actually another left hook to the body. It was a liver shot that took him out. Let's watch the replay there. I missed it on the camera angle the first time, I guess. There's the right hooks. Left hook upstairs on the chin, and Augusto was just so tough. Yeah, the right uppercut actually missed. It was the liver shot, the left hook to the body, that ended it, and Augusto goes crumbling to the canvas, and yeah, good stoppage. I think Augusto was pretty happy to be out of this fight, too. Not, and I'm not saying he was a quitter. I'm just saying he was getting beat up pretty good. All right. This next one, at least on paper, should be a lot more of a competitive fight. We'll get the official time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Paul Crossley, calls a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 23 seconds of round 3, declaring your winner by way of TKO.
Sean Clancy Jr. Man, he stepped up in competition tonight and made it look as easy as ever. There's his mom in the crowd cheering him on. 21 years old, looking like he's in his absolute physical prime. Usually after 21, you're going to see a few more years too, where guys get even stronger and more power. You've seen it. Great example is Chase Hooper recently. Didn't seem like he kind of seemed like he was still kind of this like man-child until that fight, until his last fight. All right, Dumitru, Girlean, James Power. This should be a powerhouse of a fight. Let's bring up the records here. We'll start out with Girlean, 8-2, all 8 wins coming by way of finish, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions, and this is what I'm talking about with these Cage Warrior guys. Like, these guys all have a ton of finishes, seemingly. 4 of them by knockout, 4 by submissions. Even his 2 losses were both by finish. He was submitted both times. 5-1 as an amateur too. I like the amateur work there. And look at this: submission, knockout, knockout, submission, knockout, submission, knockout, and then 3 back-to-back submissions here. 3-1 in Cage Warriors. And let's check out the favorite, James Power, 6-1. 5 knockouts, 1-1 when it goes to the cards. He lost that first fight July of last year against Michał Keweny. Knocked out Daniel Kolosinski in his last fight in May. So staying active. Fought a dude named Benedictson. That's interesting. Your last name is Benedictson, and then you're going to name your kid Benedict? I don't know about that. Knocked out the snowboarder Shaun White in his first fight. No. But yeah, like I said, just 2 decisions in his career. The one loss to Pagani, and then the unanimous decision win over Gianluca Rocca. All right, 10 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that share button. You can share this over on Twitter, Instagram, wherever your social medias are at. And you can follow me over there on Twitter, Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends. Let's get a link up for that. It was when bang bang. Well, bang bang. Sean Clancy won easily. And man, they look like they are just having a blast at these events. Everybody's hammered off their ass. James Power coming off Fight of the Year contender versus Daniel Kolosinski. Competing in his sixth time in Cage Warriors. All 6 of those wins coming by knockout. And this is not going to be an easy fight for either one of these guys. I mean, this is, dare I say, this could be another candidate. Definitely could be a candidate for a fight of the night. And we still got Justin Burlinson and Theodor Berggren up next. That's my actual candidate for fight of the night. This could definitely be it, though. What's up, Ziggy? Yes, back at it again, sir. Thank you for coming back. Ziggy, says Phil. All right, James Power 7-1, Dumitru Girlean 8-2, Power 3 years older at 33, height is even at 5'11". All right, out of the blue corner with a record of 8-2, 30 years old. They call him Dima Dumitru Girlean. And out of the red corner with the record of 7-1, 33 years old, James Power. All right, who we got here? Anybody rooting for either one of these guys? I'm gonna take Power in this one. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Referee Rich Mitchell for this one. I've seen him around the circuit. All right, here we go. A touch of gloves and it's on. And Power with the body kick out of the gate. Oh, big body kick there from Power. Going for that liver early. Kill the body and the head will fall. That's what the body snatcher used to say. Mike McCallum, one of the best body punchers in combat sports history. 4:20 left here in the first. Good inside leg kick there from Power. And now going to the other side with the kicks. He just does not like the belly of Girlean. He's trying to kick a hole in it. Good low leg kick from Power. I'm impressed with his lateral movement so far. Oh, and there is a body kick, and Girlean's going to say it was low. No argument from Power. Let's watch the replay here, and oh yeah, sure enough, yeah, that's man. Yeah, that's right under the old sack there. Nothing good coming out of that one. Hopefully he's still got something good left after that one. I mean, damn, yeah, that was a nasty shot. And Dumitru will get up to 5 minutes. All right, Girlean doing his best to get the boys back in the game, doing the jumping up and down, wiggling around. All right, here we go. 3:45 left on the clock here. We'll try to bring the fight clock back at the 3-minute mark. I can't do seconds. Oh, and there's a quick takedown. We might not even make it. Look at this. This is a pissed off Dumitru Girlean getting the back, but Power immediately up. Not able to get this body lock after him, though. Man, Girlean might be going for a standing twister here. Says, I'm gonna take revenge for those balls. Oh, and he jumps on. There's the backpack. He's got the backpack. He doesn't have anything else in, though, the choke, and he loses it there. He's got to watch out for a spinning elbow here from Power, though. Okay, he moved his head. His head was right lined up with Power's right elbow there. Oh, a sneaky little move there from Dumitru to get the takedown again. That's a little bit of a kind of like a sweep kick. Just knocked the legs out from Power. Power looking up, getting some advice from his corner. I mean, he looks very calm. He's not panicking. Oh, he might be panicking a little bit there. Power trying to work in under the chin. Or excuse me, Girlean trying to work in under the chin, and he drags Power to the ground one more time. Yeah, he is really working on that. Power's got a habit of pushing his hand down to get himself back up and, not protecting his chin. Like, you can do that, but you better drop your chin. You better have a strong chin, and you better at least have one hand on a grip. It's got a big, long neck, too. It looks ripe for the choking. And Dumitru looking to soften him up here, looking to pound him up like tenderizing meat before dinner. And now Dumitru on top and half mount. Power just about up. Oh, he's up on both feet, but Girlean still got the body lock here. Oh, and he hooks that left leg. He hooks both legs around that left leg of Power for a moment here. Oh, Power went for that elbow. He almost had a beautiful spin. There's a left hook upstairs and 2 to the body from Power. Now he just needs to push off. Oh, good left hook and a knee to the body there from Power, and there's a big body kick. Oh, and there's a knee to the head and a right hook upstairs, and it's like Power was just wound up like a wound-up toy. and somebody let that go. And I mean, he just came roaring out of the corner. Couple of good elbows there. He's got to watch the back of the head, though. All right. Wow. Great first round. 10-9 James Power. Close round, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that one went either way on the cards. I don't think we're going to see cards from these two guys tonight, but just in case. All right, there he is, Justin Burlin, warming up in the back. Justin Burlinson, Theodor Berggren on deck. Like I said, that is my candidate for fight of the night. That should be a barn burner. And here we go, round two. Good right hand from Power to start things off. Oh, nice body kick there from Dumitru. Oh, look at the slick footwork of Power. And then they're just going at each other like rock'em sock'em robots. I love it. Oh, good floating right hand there for Power. Right hand from Girlean down the pipe. But I think James Power, maybe both these guys, but I think James Power's definitely got, world champion potential, whether it be here in the UFC or, major organization talent. And Dumitru doing everything he can to try to drag Power to the ground. And nice little move there from Dumitru Girlean. So Power was taking that right leg around the outside of the right leg of Power to try to hook it. And Power was close enough to the fence. He just blocked him. He just put his knee into the fence and eliminated the space. Sometimes, don't make it too complicated. If it works, it works. Good knee to the body there from Power, and he's free again. There's a straight right head kick, Power. There's another one. Back-to-back head kicks from the left. There's 3 head kicks in a row, and there's a body kick from Power. What is holding Dumitru Girlean up? This is insane. And now's the knees from the tie clinch. This time Power is able to sprawl and stop the takedown attempt from Dumitru. Oh, and there's another nasty body kick. And the knees. Oh, what a left hook from Power. And it is all over. James Power living up to his last name here. A fantastic second round performance, putting his opponent out. Man, you can see why these Cage Warrior guys get so many finishes. They're just relentless. I don't know what the drug testing policies are for these guys, and I don't want to know. Because these guys are putting on a show tonight. All right, 3 spot next. This is my candidate for fight of the night up here next. Let's get an official time here. James Power getting the win here. Definitely living up to that last name, I would say. All right, welterweights. As I said, this is my candidate for fight of the night tonight right here. What's up, Jason Kagan in the house? This Mikey is the Mia Khalifa of streamers. 2 in 1 day. Maybe I should say Bo Jackson of streamers instead. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Oh, that's great. No, streamer, not screamer. And let's oh, stupid music. What are they going to do this for? Justin Burlinson, if you thought you had seen him in the UFC, you were right. You've seen him on Dana White Contender Series, and you've also seen fight against testicular cancer. Justin's just a fighter. And let's look at these guys' records. Well, it looks like we got a minute while they're doing the preview to this match. Start out with Justin Burlinson, 27 years old, 8-2, all 8 wins coming by finish. Both of his losses coming by finish. Knocked 2 guys out, got knocked out twice, submitted 6, 8-2. My kind of fighter. And look at this one. Oh, he got knocked out in his Dana White Contender Series debut, though. Spent a few fights over there in Bellator, won both of those fights. Submitted Jamie Richardson in his last fight in Cage Warriors. That was his 3rd fight in a row in Cage Warriors. Let's check out Theodor Simba Berggren. 6 wins, also all by finish. 3 knockouts, 3 submission. His 1 loss was by decision. He just didn't want a decision win on his records. It's like, yeah, you can have it. Look at all these first-round finishes for this guy. Look at this. Theodor Berggren, all first-round finishes. All of them. Two and 1 as an amateur. What did Justin have for an amateur record? I forgot to look at that. These guys over here, wow, they got a lot more amateur fights than guys a lot of times in the state. Look at this, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. What is that, 17 and 1? A rough count there as an amateur. All right, here comes Justin Burlinson, former Cage Warrior title challenger. Never been the distance. That's my kind of fighter. First bout since beating testicular cancer. Testicular cancer couldn't take him the distance either. He choked that bitch out too. That's a man there, Justin Burlinson. Knocking out opponents, knocking out cancer. How can you not root for that guy? Burlinson getting oiled up here. My cousin had testicular cancer. We call him Lefty now. Oh, did he lose a nut like Tom Green? That's unfortunate. Poor guy. It can't be easy to go through. It's one of those things like we kind of laugh about it because it's just like, oh, nut cancer. But yeah, it's really not funny. Justin Burlinson, 8-2. Theodor Berggren, 6-1. Burlinson 3 years older at 27, an inch taller at 6'1". Theodor came in 3 pounds light of the limit. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Maybe he just feels better, closer to 165 than 170. Yeah, and radiation, but he is good now. Glad to hear that. All right, like I said, hey, I'm either going to look like like I can predict fights or a fool, but I'm standing by it. Fight of the night candidate right here. 6-1, all 6 wins coming by way of knockout. 24 years old, out of the blue corner, Theodor Simba Berggren. Should be thankful he didn't lose both. Oh man, imagine. That'd be horrible. And out of the red corner with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses, all 8 wins coming by way of stoppage, Justin Burlinson. Just call him Justin the Cancer Killer Burlinson. Just tune in and and Mike says, getting oiled up. Someone fill me in. This is madness. No, nothing. That's nothing like that. I promise. All right, touch of gloves, and here we go. Berggren in the blue. Burlinson in the red. Oh, a couple of good body kicks from Berggren to start the round off. And now the low leg kicks. Good left hook upstairs from Burlinson. Oh, Berggren going up with that head kick. Oh, beautiful right hook from Burlinson. And they exchange right hands there in the corner. Oh, what a left hook backing up there from Burlinson, though. The way he turned the angle on that was beautiful. Berggren with a great body kick there. Good left hand there from Berggren. The push kick to the body. Oh, big left hand there from Berggren. Burlinson might be hurt here. Berggren coming up with the head kick. I don't know how these guys' grappling are, but so far there's a lot higher quality striking in these matches than your average UFC fight night. There's a good right from Berggren. Oh, a beautiful left hook under the shot of Burlinson. Right hook upstairs. Maybe it's just, that the defense is not as good. But definitely been entertaining. Right hand and a low leg kick from Berggren. He ducks under a shot from Burlinson and grabs the body lock. See if he can get Burlinson down with 3:10 left here in the first. There's so much action here in like a couple minutes, too. I almost feel like I'm watching a different sport. And Burlinson on the back. He's got hooks in. Maybe it's like the UFC was, a few years back. Maybe these guys are hungrier. Oh, that is a bad cut above the right eye of Burlinson. I did not see what caused that. Generally, the suspect is a headbutt. And Burlinson really working on this rear naked choke. Not able to get it, though. He's got deep hooks in. I'm not sure Berggren really knows what to do here, though. That's a good elbow to the thigh. 10 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. We're doing this every week, guys. Whether it's UFC, Bellator, PFL, boxing, and glad to add Cage Warriors to the mix. This has been a fun one. Oh, Burlinson softened him up. Oh, that shot was right on the forehead. You don't want to hit a guy with your knuckles in the forehead too many times. It's a good way to break your hand. Minute and a half left here in the first. You know, I was looking at these gloves. I was about to say, hey, what's wrong with these gloves? Like these type of gloves for the UFC. And then I seen a bunch of eye pokes. So. And Berggren somehow kind of sloppily gets his way to his feet. Or excuse me, Berggren. But Burlinson takes him right back down. But now Burlinson ended up on the bottom eating some big shots. He's got his head up against the canvas there too. Burlinson 6 submissions in his 8 finishes. Oh, big hammer fist from Berggren though. Burlinson's going to have to switch from going for submissions to defending himself. He's going to let up. Oh, barely misses an uppercut. I mean, he had him teed up like a T-ball at practice, only for an adult. And somehow Burlinson missed that. Oh, spinning elbow there. Big jumping knee to the body from Berggren and a right hook. Burlinson could be in trouble here. There's another flying knee. And another knee lands to the head. Wow, the hands of Berggren. Look at this hand speed. Standing elbow there. And Burlinson, tough as they come, coming back with a combination at the bell. What's up, Max Bro TV? Yes, Justin Burlinson versus Theodor Berggren. Yes, sir. Hell of a fight here. So far as advertised. Well, I don't know what other people were saying about it. I was looking at these two. I've been looking forward to this one. I said, there's your fight of the night right there.
Great grappling exchange here from Burlinson. He was on the mat for quite a while. Carmona backstage getting...
All right, there is the ladies warming up for their championship. About later, Mafalda Carmona against Kennedy Freeman. Vacant bantamweight women's championship. A UFC 310 card looks awful, especially that main card. Only fight I care about on 310 is Gary versus Shavkat. Yeah, that's a great fight, but yeah, I kind of got to agree with you there. It's a little ugly. Good hammer fist there from Berggren. I mean, Cage Warriors keeps being this much more entertaining than UFC. We're going to replace a few of these UFC fight nights with Cage Warrior cards. Oh, big slam here from Burlinson, but Berggren's got a guillotine in here. This is pretty deep.
It looked like it was going to slip out there, and then Burlinson stopped defending it.
It's hard to tell on the angle here, but Burlinson definitely turning red here. And he's working. Oh, and he gets out of it. Good, beautiful job there from Burlinson, just grabbing the hand and prying it off there. I thought he was out. Anthony Smith and Reyes is okay. It's not that great. UFC usually puts on good pay-per-views in December. Usually. Well, I think that they thought they were going to get Conor in December. I think they kept banking on Connor and Chandler. They didn't know that Connor couldn't stop raping people long enough to put together a fight. 3 minutes left here in the second. Big shot there from Burlinson. And this has just been a back and forth fight. As soon as you think one guy's dominating, like the other guy's dominating. 4 big right hands there from Burlinson in the corner. And Berggren making his way to his feet. This is where Burlinson wants this fight. Oh, and Burlinson on the back. Oh, and he goes under. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, he's not able to get it. But one thing I'd like to see more guys do, like go for that choke. Every once in a while, go for that choke before you put the hooks in. I know the hooks are important. It secures everything. But if a guy's waiting for hooks and you can tell, it's like a telltale thing, like he's fighting the hooks, just go under if it's there. Oh, more big right hands here from Burlinson. And now it's Berggren in big trouble. It was Burlinson that was in big trouble towards the end of the first round. And now Burlinson in full mount. And now he's got the back, and here comes that brutal ground and pound. Oh, more right hands. Referee watching this one closely. Connor's done. You'll never see him fight again as Brand took a huge hit from that guilty verdict. I would hope so, finally. Justin Burlinson, KO, Theodor Berggren, says Max Brook TV. He might get it. Oh, man, big shot still at Wyatt Matheson. He's doing 2 in 1 day. Started early as F, so I figured one or the other works. Oh, right on the ear. That hammer fist. That, rupture an eardrum like that. 1 minute left here in the second. And good body shots here on the ground from Burlinson. And he takes the back again. Oh, man, he is riding him like a little kid riding a pony on at the city fair. And Berggren is up with 25 seconds left. Oh, Burlinson says not so fast. He grabs those legs quickly and slams him right back down. It's like grabbing a couple turkey legs, tying them up like before you put the turkey in the oven for Thanksgiving. Oh, a couple of big elbows from the top from Burlinson. I don't know who's worse, Connor or Jones. Both guys just can't stay out of trouble. I think Connor's worse, but yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean, they're both so horrible. I wish that neither one of them represented our sport. It's sad. Recently saw Ally Aquinta is interested in coming back to the UFC. How old is he though? He's got to be nearing 40. And I thought he was a pretty successful real estate guy, although real estate's not really going great for anybody right now. Houses are too expensive for anybody to afford. Oh, and Burlinson right back on it. Quick power double leg to start the third. 37. Al's 37. Okay. Thank you, Torn. And yeah, Burlinson in complete control now. And there's 3 more left hooks to the ear. More left hands there from Justin Burlinson. Yeah, he's just Berggren's just taking a beating these last 2 rounds. Maybe Al can be Tony Ferguson's return opponent. Dude, right? And Burlinson slamming Berggren to the ground again. Every time Berggren starts to get to his feet, Burlinson just picks him up and slams him right back down on the canvas. Goes down back to beating on him. Berggren might be thinking about a new profession after this. It's got to be so frustrating to just have a guy riding and beating on you like this. I mean, this is not your lay and pray wrestling. And there's another slam from Burlinson. And he lands right in side control. Nothing good coming from Berggren from this. Berggren holding on to that left elbow of Burlinson. It's coming, guys. Oh, and there's the left hooks, 3 in a row right to that ear again. Co-main event on deck. Kennedy Freeman, Mafalda Carmona for the women's vacant bantamweight championship. And then our main event for the Cage Warriors featherweight belt, Hardwick and Keweny Lopes. Oh, and there it is. Burlinson gets the tap. He gets the choke. What a win for Justin Burlinson. Wow. And Burlinson continues the perfect streak of finishes. I mean, he's not undefeated. He has 2 losses, but he's finished every single one of his opponents, moving to 9-2 with 9 finishes, 7 by submission. All right, I was just mentioning it. The co-main event is up next. Women's Bantamweight Championship on the line. Kennedy Freeman, Mafalda Carmona.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Paul Crossley, calls a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
This guy sounds way too calm for a cage fighting announcer. There we go. Put some funk on that announcement. Haha, I said Justin Burlinson won. You did, but it wasn't by a KO. Good call, though. Chandler said he's willing to sit out again just to wait on... Seriously? Oh, my goodness. I think Chandler will reconsider after yesterday's verdict. I would hope so. I mean, if he's still waiting for him after that, dude, whatever. You deserve what you get at that point. 14 up in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe button. YouTube doesn't pay a whole lot for these ads, guys, either. Appreciate your help for the channel. You can hit that super chat, Cash App Seattle Mike, or PayPal.me/Seattle Mike 1 to donate to the channel. Keep us moving here and move towards that new computer fund, because this thing is barely holding on. This stream also brought to you by DraftKings. Guys, use my link for DraftKings, and it's simple. It's simple. Deposit $5, win or lose, and get up to $200 in free bets. Free bets. You get bets, I get free bets for referring you. Everybody wins. I mean, that promotion is not going to go on forever. It's too good. Says he wants to fight Holloway for the BMF. That's a better fight. But can you really fight for the BMF? Should we really be having guys fighting for the BMF coming off of losses? I mean, he just lost to Charles Oliveira. I don't know. I like it's not it's not a bad fight. It's an action-packed fight. I think Holloway wins it. And guys, the stock market been going nuts lately. What's really been going nuts, though, is crypto. Go over to Robinhood, where you can buy all the crypto you can imagine, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to Shiba Inu to Dogecoin. Jump on it now. It's just continuing to move up. You don't want FOMO. You don't want to miss the run. And the stock market's been going nuts as well. Click on that link there with Robinhood. Get yourself a free stock value between $5 and $200. All right, there is Mafalda, Carmona, Monstrino. She is a tough lady, has never been finished. So my computer died a while back. I went to Aaron's Rentals and got a pretty powerful computer, $50 every 2 weeks, rent to own. Hey, I hope it works out good for you, man. Yeah, I remember when Aaron started coming to like Eastern Washington when I was in that area, because the rent to own, it was literally just called rent to own, was like everywhere, and they were just gouging people. And then Aaron's came in, and it was, I mean, obviously it's going to be more expensive to buy something in payments, but man, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than the rent to own. I'm a UFC matchmaker. I'll do Holloway versus Oliveira next for the BMF. That's a great one. International Fight Week. July, I'll also book Hooker versus Gaethje for March. I like Hooker versus Gaethje right now. Gaethje, we got to kind of see where Gaethje's at, I guess, right now. And Hooker's had a couple good wins. Why not? Have those two not fought? I know obviously they both fought Chandler. Couldn't remember if they had fought or not. All right, Kennedy, Freeman, Mafalda, Carmona. Up next. Also, both fought Dustin. Yeah, that's true. Who hasn't Dustin fought, though? Dustin just, I mean, whoever's a contender, like Dustin's like, I got to fight him 5 times. Oliveira said he's interested in a BMF fight against Holloway. Holloway said he would love to share the octagon with Charles. I like that fight. I know Charles has earned a rematch with Islam Makhachev. If I'm being honest, though, I just think that's a bad matchup for him. I just don't see that going any differently. I think Charles is going to get back to that, back to that number 1 contender spot, and he's going to lose to Makhachev again. That's just my feeling. I guess Islam's just too good. All right, and here comes Kennedy Freeman, 100% Cage Warrior knockout record, and she is the daughter of MMA legend Ian Freeman. See, even the ladies here have finishes in Cage Warriors. Kennedy Freeman, well, and Sure Dog says she's 5-0, 3 knockouts and 2 decisions. I think I'll go with Cage Warriors, though. Sounds better. Mafalda, Carmona, 7-2, 4 finishes in those 7 wins. 3 by knockout, 1 by submission, 3-2 when it goes to the cards. We don't want no stinking cards, though. We're not having too many finishes tonight. It's too much fun. Those referees just spoil everything. Wish they made Colby versus Dustin instead of Buckley. Yeah, that's a fun fight. What do you think about Colby and Buckley? I think Colby should take him down and beat him up and dominate him. I love Holloway, but I would favor Charles in that fight. Charles is a lot better striker than when they first fought. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd have to favor Charles too. But man, Max proved that he's a different animal when it comes to featherweight, though, in that Gaethje fight, or comes to lightweight. Excuse me. Kennedy is my old kickboxing coach. Oh, that's awesome, Tegan. All right, Kennedy Freeman undefeated at 5-0. Carmona 7-2. Freeman 3 years older at 27. Carmona 1 inch taller at 5'6". Both women a couple pounds under the bantamweight limit. Kennedy Freeman 1 KO. Mafalda Carmona. People are going to think you're giving out spoilers here, though, Max Broke. I know you're giving predictions here. Maybe put by KO so it looks more like a prediction. All right, referee Darrell Ransom, Wesley Brown, and man, they made that fast. Referee is Don Mavahedi. You got to pause it to see those judges. It's the last game, sir. Co-main event. Main event's up next, so one more fight after this. Colby isn't the same guy since leaving Top Team. Sucks he had to leave, but pretty obvious why. Yeah. That's true. That did coincide with his decline. Out of the red corner, undefeated at 5-0, 27 years old, Kennedy, the Machine 2.0, Freeman. Sorry, Miss Mafalda Carmona. They didn't have the graphics up on the screen, and I don't have volume. So we know she's 7-2. 7-2 with 4 finishes. All right, and here we go. I think they should do Usman versus Jack Delamain. That's not a bad fight. I think Usman wins that, but yeah, it's a good fight. Good left hand there from Carmona to start things off. Come on, we've been seeing finishes tonight, women. Don't screw it up. Good low leg kick there from Freeman. And there's another. Freeman's got almost so many tattoos. She could almost go out like naked like that lady did in New York. That was just all tattoos. You guys see that? Good little leg kick again there from Freeman. Oh, that's a good match. I still think Usman's still one of the toughest guys to get out of there. And it's amazing how bad his knees have been for so long. Usman gotta be old. Man was old years ago. His knees must be a wobbling. He's got to put something in those things, or he's exaggerating as to how bad they are. I know I said it like you can't even walk on grass. That doesn't make sense that you can't walk on grass, but you can, slam your knees on the canvas and take guys down. Good right hand there from Freeman. .325 left in the first. Change of right hands, and there's a push kick to the body from Freeman. So ladies, you're short for bantamweight. Good outside leg kick there from Freeman. No takedown attempts yet. He's 100 exaggerating, but I'm sure they're really bad. Man wax like Bambi on ice. Then whoops your ass, right? Good push kick to the knee there from Freeman and the low leg kick. And there it is again. She is punishing that front leg of Carmona. 5 rounds here. You guys need to get a finish. This is the second stream of day, don't you know? Good right hand and a low leg kick there from Freeman. Oh, 3-punch combination from Carmona, and she shoots for the takedown. Good defense here so far from Freeman. As I said earlier, this is for the Cage Warriors vacant women's bantamweight championship. Carmona's got some big legs. Girl's got some big, powerful legs for sure. Rob must have passed out, because I didn't hear anything about inappropriate vegetables. 135 left in the first. Usman's 37. Feels like he should be 39. Yeah, I don't know how in the world it feels like he's been 37 for like 5 years. And Carmona just doing her best to drag Freeman to the canvas. Referee warned him, we need to see some action. There's a good knee to the body from Carmona. I'm right here, too fooked up to type. There is Rob, just comatose. Ziggy, what's up, Ziggy? Yeah, I made him start drinking at 2 o'clock in the morning, so. Apparently, he can only listen to me if he's drunk. Good knee to the body there from Carmona. Torn Browns, UFC 313 main event should be Alex versus Magomed, co-main Usman JMD. Featured fight, People's main event, Gaethje Hooker. Main event to the prelims, Ferguson Miller. Not bad. Miller beat up Ferguson badly, though. Same time, Felix Jones is in the UFC 10 years before Usman. Bit of a mind. Yeah, it is. Who's favored for round number 1, sir? I give it to Kennedy. I think Kennedy Freeman did enough. What did you think? I mean, if anything, on freaking leg kicks in that first round. She just obliterated Carmona's leg. I don't know if she's going to walk for us this fight. I don't know if she's going to go 5 rounds like that. Good job, Kennedy. Smash. Yes, you like Kennedy? Nice little cop away of practice there in the back. For tonight's challenger. All right, round 2 starting. Oh, and high poke 4 seconds in. What is this, UFC? Yeah, Harry Hardwick 11-3, taking on a tough challenger, Keweny Lopes. I think there's definitely a good possibility of an upset there. Ferguson can stuff the takedowns of Miller. He would be able to win. Think he will be better than Miller standing. Did you watch Miller's last fight? Miller looked really good. I mean, I like Tony too, man, but Tony hasn't looked good in 5 years. Good body kick there from Freeman and a left hook. I like seeing him fight an older guy like that over these younger bucks. I just don't see it being super competitive. Maybe I'm wrong. Good left hand there from Carmona. Freeman lets the hands go for a 3-punch combination. And there's the push kick to the body from Kennedy. Carmona dropping level. She wants that takedown so bad. She can't get it. Who's up for some football tomorrow? I don't think Miller was looking that good standing against Jackson. I felt Jackson was winning in the stand-up. Yeah, he might have been in the stand-up. Good knee to the body there from Carmona. Maybe I give him a little bit of extra benefit of the doubt because of the age. So I might have been a bit biased. You know, us old guys got to stick together. And good knee to the body there from Freeman. Carmona just pressing her up against the fence, though, and just making this a brutal fight. Oh, she's about pulled Carmona's bra strap all the way out. Surprised she has a bra on with that sports bra. Maybe she had a wardrobe malfunction in the past, though. I agree, Ferguson is garbage these days. I wish he would retire. Oh, good knee to the body there from Carmona. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, because I love that guy. I loved to watch him back in the day. Still, wish the best for him. Definitely don't want to see him ending up with excess brain damage. I hope we're not past that point. Oh, good elbow in the clinch there from Carmona. Man, I switched to one of these gaming chairs to the office. From the office chair, I'm switching back out. This is horrible. This was in my kids' room, one of the gaming chairs. But man, it is brutal on your ass and back. Maybe car racers should switch to office chairs. Good left hand there from Freeman. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be an old man very quickly if I don't change chairs. What do you think about Darius versus Chandler next? I feel that's a fight Chandler could win. Yeah, I'd be competitive. Okay, what is going on here? Tapology. Kennedy is pasty white in the cage. She looks like a tanned Latin American, and on Cage Warriors, she's straight black. And she looks like Michael Jackson trying out shit. Oh, that's yeah. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on with the Tapology on Cage Warriors, but there was a couple fighters that they didn't even have ages for. I guess maybe that was Sherdog. It was one of the other. Good knee to the body there from Freeman. There's another one. And there'll be 15 seconds left on the clock due to being stopped from whatever foul that was. Back and forth war here. I'm serious, man. She's completely African American on Cage Warriors. Same face with bigger lips and way darker, but on Tapology, she's white as Carmona. Did they mix up the fighters? Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if they just accidentally, it sounds like they just accidentally put a whole nother fighter in there for her. Carmona doesn't have some staph up on the neck. Was that there earlier? Maybe it was just a fingernail or something. I don't remember seeing it there earlier, so probably not staph. No, dude, it's her. Same face, but looks Nigerian. That's wild. Good low leg kick there from Carmona. Is she from Spokane? Push kick to the body there from Freeman. Spokane, Washington is famous for Rachel Dolezal. She was if you don't know, she was a white woman who went through a bunch of skin dyeing, kept dyeing it to get darker, and got herself actually in charge of the Spokane branch of the NAACP. Then she'd also faked fake hate crimes on herself. Just a horrible woman. And I don't know how they found out, but somebody found out in there. Obviously, they removed her. She's tried to stay too afterwards. She goes, "Oh well, I identify as black. I feel more than white. I think I should still be head of the NAACP." Like, are you fucking crazy? Good inside leg kick there from Freeman. Maybe she just really likes tanning beds. Good push kick to the body there from Morgan. Oh, and the body kick. I really hope she doesn't have fake tan on though, Wyatt. That would be disappointing. That would not be cool. All right, we'll switch. The clock was stopped a little bit earlier, so good left hook there from Carmona. But left hook upstairs for Freeman. This for the Cage Warriors vacant women's bantamweight championship. Oh, nice double left uppercut there from Carmona. And Freeman coming back with a 3-punch combination in the body kick. Freeman's been money with that front kick to the body. She should throw more. Oh, good knee to the body there from Freeman. Oh, Carmona letting her hands go, though. Good left hook. There's the elbow upstairs from Freeman. There's a good knee to the body and the elbow to the jaw of Carmona. Outside leg kick from Freeman. Yeah, Freeman's definitely got a lot of tattoos on the legs and stuff, but on the left side too. Looks like she's, I don't know if she's going for a full body sleeve, like one body part at a time, but she's a good way, part way there. Good 3-punch combination in the body there from Freeman. Left hook upstairs from Carmona. Oh, good right hook from Carmona. Oh, look at these left hooks and rights there from Freeman, though. Carmona's hurt. I don't know why Freeman backed off there. She just get tired? That was weird. I thought Carmona was close to ready to go, and then Freeman just let off the gas and backed out. I mean, she got tired. There's that push kick to the body again from Freeman. As I mentioned earlier, Freeman, protege of Ian Freeman, her father, legendary MMA fighter in the early days of MMA. Good low leg kick there from Freeman. And you know, Ian Freeman's very dark, I believe. Oh, there's a good right hand and the knees to the body now from Freeman. Left hook right on the ear. Now I want to look up Ian Freeman to make sure I'm right. Oh, he looks pretty white in this too. It's this picture. He looks a lot like Junior Dos Santos, actually. Talk about a guy that fought everywhere. Ian Freeman, UFC, Cage Warriors, Pancrase, Cage Rage. Oh, big right hand and left hook. Morgan Freeman letting loose now. 4-punch combination. What's up, Ray Charles? How would you have scored these first 3? Oh, big overhand right from Forbes. I think Freeman's won all 3 of the first rounds. That is a 5-punch combination from Freeman. She's beating Carmona up that round. Good to see you, Ray. How you been? Let's go into the corner here. Head kick there from Freeman. Oh, they are playing music in the back trying to get me. I hope I was quick enough. Still black, my man. Well, that's good to know. Oh, and there is Ian Freeman in the corner. If you want to see what her dad looks like, yeah, he's a little pasty too, Wyatt. Not sure what's going on there with Morgan. Fourth round scheduled for 5. Good right hand from Freeman to start the 4th, and there's that push kick to the body again. And the inside leg kick. I mean, she's just had a brilliant game plan tonight. Oh, Carmona ducks under that right. Goes for the double leg. Can't get it, though. Big knee from Freeman. And Morgan Freeman's just not giving up control of this fight. Or Kennedy Freeman. I can't believe I said Morgan Freeman. I think she's just been on the sunbeds. Common in England. Ah, okay. That can't be good for you. Push kick to the body there from Carmona. Hey, none of my business, though. No, I don't think she looks pasty white on the picture. Well, she doesn't on the picture on Sherdog. I guess I'm on the wrong side here, Wyatt. So she knocked out her last two opponents. Hopefully, she can get a win here and send us to the main event. Big right hand there from Freeman. And a right hook on the temple of Carmona's a tough lady, but man, she is bleeding everywhere. She's got blood from head to toe, literally. Good right hook upstairs and that push kick to the body of Carmona. Carmona just can't stop it. Good low leg kick from Freeman. There's another. Did you watch Areas at all tonight? All favorites won, I believe. Ogden retains. No, I didn't. That's crazy when all favorites win, though. Good right hand there from Freeman and a low leg kick. I did see it pop up. Good low leg kick and the push kick to the body from Freeman. Yeah, seriously, look at that. Like blood all over the forehead of Carmona. Blood all the way, all over her foot, her left foot, and then just blood all the way up and down in between. Another big right hand there from Freeman. And a good low leg kick. I mean, she's wasting good blood there. She could have donated blood and probably saved some lives. Good right hand from Freeman and the low leg kick. I hope she got paid well. You don't want that blood now, though. Oh, good right hand and the inside leg kick from Freeman. I mean, she's just in a rhythm. It's like a dance. She's just so smooth. That push kick to the body again. It's patterns, and Carmona's not figuring them out. Good right hook to the body from Freeman, and she goes upstairs to the 3-punch combination. Yeah, take this lady out of here, Freeman. Come on. See the uppercut. Right uppercut, right up the middle. Right when she steps to the left. Oh, good 1-2 there from Freeman. And there's the right hook upstairs. And Freeman pushing Carmona into the fence here. I mean, Carmona's the one that would like to get this to the ground, I know. But I don't know that she's had one takedown tonight. Maybe one in the first round. Freeman just starting to make this look like a sparring session. Oh, nasty leg kicks. And Carmona forced to switch stances again. And Freeman wraps all the way around, makes sure to hit that back leg. She says, hey, I'm not losing all that work. I worked hard to destroy that leg. A couple good uppercuts from Carmona, and then she eats a body kick. And somehow she makes it to the 5th round. This is just such a beating. Excuse me. Oh, and they are going to call it in between rounds. They have seen enough of the beating of Mafalda Carmona, and Kennedy Freeman is the new women's bantamweight champion of Cage Warriors. And usually I would be all for more fights, but after a stream earlier today, I'm starting to wear down a little bit. So I'm happy to go to the main event. I might have to go back and watch Aries later, though. Sounds like it was a pretty good event, Ray. Yeah, just Carmona's face was just a bloody mess, and I don't think anybody wanted to see her get beat on for another 5 minutes. I know it's tough for Carmona. I'm sure she thought, hey, give me one more round and I can turn this around, but it just wasn't going to happen. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Carmona retired on the stool. I wish they wouldn't say that. I wish the corner would throw in or something, because fighters don't like to do that. You know, when you do that, that just discourages other fighters from taking less damage. And there is a happy dad there in Ian Freeman. His own career's been gone for a while, but now he gets to live through his daughter, and she's a champ now, 6-0. All right, like I said, Ian Freeman made his debut in the UFC 20 years ago. Might be where Kennedy Freeman's headed next, if that's where she wants to be. All right, main event, guys. Hardwick, Keweny Lopes. I know you guys don't know these guys quite so much, but let's put up a poll for this one. You don't need to vote right away. We'll go through the numbers. I'll put up the vote, and then we'll go over their records. Hardwick is the champ. All right, let's go to what have you done for me lately. Start with the challenger, Keweny Lopes. He's almost about a 2.5 to 1 underdog. I think it was the last time I seen the odds. He's 11-1, 9 finishes in his 11 wins, 1 draw, 2-0 when it goes to decision. He's only been finished once. That was by submission. Let's look at that. Oh man, he's that's a lot of fights. Why does that look like more than 12 fights? Oh, probably because he lost. He had a draw his first fight, fought the same guy the next fight, Marlon Dos Santos. Was submitted in the first round. Then he's won 11 since then. Big win in LFA over Prado in the main event. Got a Jungle Strike Championship knockout in there. Shudo Brazil. Even went over to Spartacus for a minute. So let's go to the champion here, Harry Hardwick. 11-3. 6 finishes, 4 submissions, 2 knockouts. 5-2 when it goes to the cards. Also been finished once by submission. That's funny. Both these guys just finished once, both by submission. And that was way back early in his career, too, to Blaine O'Driscoll in Bama. Keweny Lopes making his way to the cage. 11 consecutive wins. Trains with Jose Aldo at Novo Winayo. I'm not sure how to say that. He's held multiple regional champions. He would like to add another championship to his mantle today with a win over Harry Hardwick. Was the winner, Kennedy Freeman. Stopped in between rounds. Won via KO. That's a live dog right there. Keweny Lopes, he is pumped for this one too. Like I said, lost his first fight, won 11 in a row. Kind of like the legendary Bernard Hopkins. Lost his first fight, and then I think he won like 40 fights in a row or something crazy. It was maybe not quite 40, but did not lose again until he fought Roy Jones Jr. All right, guys, poll is up. Main event is here. And we got 67% of you going for the underdog, the challenger, Lopes. Make sure and get in there and vote, because that'll go up on our picks. We are 76-51 when picking main card fights. That's the community, not me. All right, 10 up in the chat. Please hit that subscribe button for you new guys. I said we're doing this every week. We'd love to have you. It's a great community. We have bigger turnouts a lot of times. This is one of those fun casual Saturdays. UFC was early. Keweny Lopes looking to shatter Hardwick's dream to make his come true. That's the tough, tough sport we love. One man's dream is another man's nightmare. Well, do you do a breakdown for that big PFL card on Friday? Yes, sir. After this fight, we'll do that. And Friday, I'm definitely covering that. 16 fights on that card, I believe. Yeah, that's a wild one. The champ is here. The champ is here. Harry Hardwick looking to defend his Cage Warriors Featherweight Championship. He trains under former Cage Warriors champion Abdul Muhammad. His brother is the lightweight champion, George Hardwick. So, a fighting family. Man, you wouldn't want to break into that house. You imagine you break into a house, a father probably trains him. Somebody breaks in there, and there's just like 3 trained fucking killers all over him. They're like, no, don't worry. No, we ain't got no weapons. No, and no, we're not calling the cops. We're never calling the cops. You're going to learn a lesson today. You're not getting off that easy. Yeah, man, massive. Some nice dogs on that card. Yeah, we should look at some odds on that one, too. I haven't looked at the odds too much on that one. But PFL are usually really good cards to bet live. So maybe I won't commit to streaming that one just yet, because I might go to the casino. We're not able to bet from home here. And Henry Hardwick preparing. Man, they seem to put a lot of more Vaseline on their fighters here. Maybe it's just because it's right outside the cage here, and they got a better camera on it. But let's see, what state are you in? Washington, Seattle area. We can only bet at Native American casinos, but I'm not complaining too much because a lot of states don't have any sports betting, so. And speaking of betting, if you don't have an account yet at DraftKings, you should. But it's a good thing you waited, because I'm going to get you a bunch of money. Deposit $5. Win or lose in DraftKings. Make one bet. Get a bonus up to $200. They are still running that promotion. Who knows for how long. Also, I get a big bonus. So much appreciate that. Harry Hardwick, the champion, 11-3. The challenger, 11-1. Hardwick, a year older at 30 years old, an inch taller at 5'10". Yeah, but like I said, just imagine some punk breaks into the Hardwick home. They're going to be going home with they're going to be leaving with a solid beating. Referee for this one, Rich Mitchell, once again. Seems to kind of be their constant for the main card. For the biggest fights. All right, guys, from Newcastle, London, via Seattle, Washington, it is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds in the welterweight division for the Cage Warriors Welterweight Championship. Let's fucking go! Out of the blue corner with a record of 11 wins against 1 loss, 29 years old, the challenger, Keweny Lopes. And across the cage with a record of 11 wins and 3 losses from the Fighting Hardwick family, 30 years old, presenting the Cage Warriors featherweight champion, Harry Houdini Hardwick. I mean, it's a pretty cool nickname to have when your name's Harry Hardwick. It's like the widest name ever. So you got to make something disappear. You can't be walking around with all that white guilt. All right, a touch of gloves. I know, bad joke. You try enough, sometimes one or two are hit. Yes, cheers, Phil. Cheers and beers. What's everybody drinking, smoking, eating? Good low leg kick from Hardwick, the champ, to start things out. Outside, and now the inside. Tough challenge tonight he faces in Keweny Lopes, though. First defense of his belt, too. Oh, and they slap shins. That's no fun. PBRs tonight. Nice. I got some PBRs down in the fridge. Just not quite filling up to drinking yet. Good body kick from Lopes. Oh, throws the oblique kick and then the push kick to the body. Now a low leg kick. Lopes kick happy here. Augusto, the Superman punch misses it, but lands a brutal right hook to the body. Lopes is pumped. Oh, two-punch combination to the body. Two left hookups upstairs. And here comes Hardwick with a combination. Oh, Lopes hurt him with a right uppercut. Hardwick is hurt, but he catches a body kick from Lopes. Lopes stays standing. Lopes cannot keep this pace up if he doesn't take Hardwick out early. Those are some brutal right hooks to the body. 3, 4. He's just moving him across the entire cage with these. There's 3 more. There's the left hook to the body. Lopes landing everything with ferociousness. Natty Ice. RSOs, Ziggy. Oh, that's a good one. You win, Ziggy. That's the best. All right, they break free. Good kick to the body there from Hardwick. Yeah, Lopes, it's like he got shot out of a cannon. Good right hand there from Hardwick, and Lopes just smiling, says, bring it, and floors Hardwick with a leg kick. Couple of good left hands there from Hardwick. And they slap shins again. Oh, nice left hand there from Lopes. Oh, beautiful left hook there from Lopes. And Hardwick catches the body kick. Still not able to take Lopes down, though. He is a slippery fool. And you can tell, it looks like these guys wear a lot more Vaseline than they allow in the States. Good left hook and a right hand there from Hardwick. I mean, Lopes looks like he's really lubed up. Looks like he's been doing some videos of Mia Khalifa. Good left hook again there from Lopes. Hardwick, I think Hardwick's kind of trying to let Lopes burn himself out a little bit. He eats 3 more left hooks, though. He can't continue to take these big shots. Or can he? Maybe he's tough as nails. Maybe his brother and dad beats on him all day in the fighting family. They just beat each other up. Oh, straight right and a left hook there from Hardwick. There's a left hand to the body. Left hook from Lopes. Oh, and he might have shook Hardwick. There's a left hook and a right hand. Oh, and that right eye is tore up of Hardwick's. It is bleeding bad. Lopes' early performance, this reminds me a little bit of the way, I think it was Melvin Gerard came out against Nick Diaz. Or no, not Nick Diaz. I'm thinking Robbie Lawler. And when he came out super aggressive, then he burned himself out, though. And Lawler was able to knock him out. Good push kick to the body from Hardwick. Goes up with the head kick. Oh, beautiful left hook upstairs from Lopes. Lopes is not out of steam yet. Big combination there. Oh, what a counter right from Hardwick, though. And there's a straight right on the chin from Hardwick. Left hook to the body. And this fight is really heating up. Good left hand there from Lopes. 20 seconds left in the first. Oh, left hook right on the chin from Hardwick. And there's a left hook upstairs and a right hook to the body from Lopes. Nasty elbow from Hardwick. And there's a knee to the body. Also kind of reminds me of the style of Marlon Magic Moraes over there in the UFC. You know, just come in and completely on fire and blow his load in the first 2 rounds. Or first round sometimes. I said Lopes has better hope that he finishes Hardwick in this next round, because if he keeps up this pace, he's going to gas for sure. So the video of Nick Diaz lighting grass on fire on the side of the road. His fight was canceled day after video dropped. No, I didn't see that one, actually. I heard that he probably has a drug problem, though. Eons, who won round 1? Man, that's a good question. There's a lot of back and forth. I got to give it to Keweny Lopes, but I think Hardwick's figuring him out. I think he's starting to counter. And I'm favoring Hardwick going into the rest of the fight, despite losing the first. We'll see. Maybe Lopes just got a ridiculous gas tank. It is featherweights. Good push kick to the body from Lopes to start out the second. Right hook upstairs. And there's another inside leg kick. I mean, his kicks are so brutal. Oh, beautiful right hook from Hardwick. That put Lopes on a knee for a moment. Hardwick he's such a great counterpuncher. And there's a good right hand on the chin from Hardwick. And left hook on the temple. Double left hook from Hardwick. Left hand on the body from Lopes, but he is slowing down significantly. Yeah, he put his whole load in that lottery ticket they call the first round. And it did not pay off. And now Hardwick's got the back. Lopes had missed, spun around. Hardwick easily takes the back. Oh, man. Lopes, look at that blood coming out of him. It's from his nose. I thought it was coming out of his mouth there for a minute. That is a lot of blood coming out of that nose, though. For whatever reason, Cage Warriors is known for having an extremely bloody cage. More so than just about any organization. It seems like they only sign guys that finish a lot of fights, though. Oh, there's some big hooks here from Hardwick, and he did the old double punch on each side of the head. 3 more left hooks there, and he's just beating Lopes like a drum. Oh, Hardwick's got hooks in. He's got his back on the fence. Oh, and just teeing off on Lopes's ears. Lopes may be wishing he would have paced himself a little bit in that first round now. I'm sure he thought he was going to take Hardwick out of there. But this was a significant step up in opposition. Oh, look at this. Hardwick's just playing with him, man. He's like slapping him on the top of the head. Still not able to get that choke in. Oh, there's 3, 4, 5 left hands, though. He's really teeing off on Lopes. Lopes has got to defend himself here. Might be hard to get that choke in with all that blood, though. It'd be hard to keep it in. Trying to go see some boxing and MMA Wednesday evening before Thanksgiving. Nice. Yeah, live fighting. Live fighting's always awesome. Oh, right in the eye from Hardwick. Just, you know what, Hardwick? Put it on. Do a little FU choke and put it on without being under the neck. And then just slide it in. Oh, and he does. Hasn't slid it in yet with that blood. That blood might work for him now. It might help him slide that arm the rest of the way in. Lopes fighting this violently, but Hardwick's almost under the neck. Oh, and Lopes rips it off and escapes. Hardwick's still riding him though, and now he is banging the shit out of the sides of the head of Lopes. That's like a Lamb of God drum solo there. It is local, and it's like $30 for 15 fights. Oh, that's awesome. Those local shows are really fun. Oh, another big elbow there from Hardwick. And good shots to the body. So that's the difference between MMA and like other sports. Like, you don't want to go and watch bad. Like, I won't say bad, but like, you know, it's not really fun to go watch like single A baseball. I don't enjoy that. It's got to start out at like triple A. But single A fighting? Oh, hell yeah. It's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, I think the reason it's the most fun is because the guys don't have as great a defense yet. You get to see all these finishes. All right, big round for Hardwick. Now I got to go 19-19. Oh, yeah, he is bleeding out of his mouth, too, is Keweny Lopes. He's just bleeding all over the damn place. Yeah, I like those local ones more in the small towns. I thought about going to a local one tonight that's by me. But it is, no, I guess it was last night, sorry. But they wanted $100, and I still probably would have went, except for it's in Auburn. It's like a 2-hour drive up and back. I would have went if I could have done media, but I found out about it late, and I inquired. I didn't get any answers back. All right, round 3 coming up, and yeah, Lopes looks ready to be done. Hardwick looks like he's just getting started. Oh, big right hand and a left hook from Lopes, though, to start the third. He always comes out fast. Oh, and we got a foul here.
The referee asking for a replay of that. Yeah, fingers were out there.
Oh, eye poke there from Lopes. Yeah.
We've got to have a record for a number of eye pokes in a Cage Warriors main card tonight. Coach, can you just wet that? Just a little bit, that's good. There you go. Yes, please. Harry Hardwick seemingly happy to go.
All right. Well, that works out okay. We can just start the clock over again in 15 seconds. Oh no, I started now. Here we go. It's pretty close. 10 seconds off. You ever heard of Lou Bizarro or Johnny Bizarro? Both, I believe, world boxing champions from my town. It doesn't sound familiar. Good push kick to the body there from Hardwick. What weight classes were they? Oh, big body kick there from Hardwick. I watched a lot of the old USA Tuesday night fights back in the day when I was younger, and the ESPN Friday night fights. Oh, Lopes. I mean, he is smashing Hardwick's legs with these kicks, though. I don't know how he still has that much energy. Good left hook there from Lopes, but oh, he gets caught with a counter, a combination from Hardwick. That's the thing with Lopes. I mean, he's fast. He throws, you know, really powerful strikes, but he's a little sloppy. He gets countered a lot. Oh, this is a weird position. And Lopes ends up on top. I think probably like 150 to 170, probably from 80s and 90s. I was born in 78, so I don't remember so much of the 80s, but watched a lot of 90s. Good elbow from the top there from Lopes. Oh, and Lopes spinning. Lopes looking for a heel hook or a leg bar. Maybe a leg bar here. Good step over there from Hardwick, and he lands a hammer fist. Lopes kind of looks and like, oh, how the hell did you get over here? It's like, dude, you're not supposed to be here. Hardwick's got to be careful with the up kicks there to the face. They don't go to the face when they're on the ground, and Lopes got up for just a moment. Hardwick drags him right back down. What's up, Adam from Ellen? What's up, folks? The 80s were awesome to be a kid. Yes, they were. Oh, they're promoters for our town. Oh, that's sweet. I love it when former fighters end up in those positions. And Hardwick in side control. Looks like he's looking for the head and arm here. Head and arm or an arm triangle. Yes, they were, Sir Robert. Yeah, Hardwick just punishing Lopes now. He wants to finish this fight. He doesn't want to deal with Lopes' first minute of the round for a fourth time. Because that first minute from Lopes is hell. Oh, he almost spun him into a rear naked choke. That would have been slick. Who was the champion was the favorite, Hardwick. I believe minus 218, something like that. He wasn't a huge favorite. Good right hand from the top there from Hardwick. Oh, and he is letting loose with the ground and pound here. We'll see if he can finish Lopes with 50 seconds left in the third. Oh, I like those uppercuts from underneath on the ground. That was slick from Hardwick. Not working drunk, but cheers, drunken charge. You're working at a golf course, though. Isn't it like required to have so many beers a day to stay employed? Minus 218. Jan was minus 185 versus Ricky. Never forget, Mike. Never forget. I know you're going to rub it in. Oh, look at these combinations from Hardwick. He might finish it 2-1-0. Wow, this referee giving Lopes a lot of leeway. That could have certainly been stopped. Championship out, though. You know, this is what these guys work for. You get to the championship and you lose. Who knows when or if you're ever going to get another chance again. So I understand some leeway in the championship fight. Man, look at that head kick from Hardwick. I mean, how freaking tough is Lopes, though? Man, this guy is taking the punishment. Not lying, it happens. That's golf, right? You got to relate to your customers. I mean, who plays golf without drinking beer? That's sacrilegious. Working at a golf course definitely sounds like a solid gig. I hope you get to take tips. You're probably walking home with your pockets full. Lou Bizarro fought Roberto Duran in 1976, and Johnny fought for 2 world titles in the 60s. Good inside leg kick there from Hardwick. A right hook upstairs. Oh, man, they're going back and forth. Like I said, Lopes, he's hell for that first minute. I wasn't sure how much he was going to have left this, and he's definitely starting to fade, though. It's a big right hook there. I can't believe he's lasted this long at that pace. Counter left hook from Hardwick. Hardwick's just countering from every angle now. Big right hook, push kick to the body. Oh, there's a right and a left hook. Big knee to the body. Almost floors Lopes. And, yeah, this is all one-way traffic now. Referee's watching this closely. Oh, big knee to the body and elbow and a left hook. Stop the fight. He turned his back, ref. Lopes is actually looking to the ref. He's like, dude, I am done. And the ref's like, what? Yeah, that was a bad stoppage. They got 2 minutes between rounds. That was way more than 60 seconds. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That's weird. I'm assuming they get 1 minute per round. It is UK. Maybe they have different rules than us, but I'm pretty sure it's still only supposed to be 1 round. Maybe they had some stuff to deal with, the blood in the cage, other things. But man, what a celebration here! Look at Harry Hardwick jumping in the crowd, and everybody's got their phones out. Now it's all right. Yeah, it is a party in Newcastle. That really looks like a fun crowd too. I was watching them the whole time. Everybody just looks like they've been on like that perfect 2-3 beer buzz for like the entire event. Those are professional drinkers. You gotta pace it. Let's watch that replay. Look, there's that knee. Oh, and the knee misses. Ray Charles, you still in here? All right, guys. I think we're going to do some football tomorrow with this chair. I think I better only do 1 game, though. Seahawks and Cardinals. Yes, sir. All right. We'll go over that PFL card you're talking about. Sipping a gin and tonic while washing rain balls. Life has its perks. Oh, that's incredible. All right. Let's check that out. Next Friday, PFL returns. And yeah, Ray was right. It's a really big card. Man, with the damn music and these non-UFC leagues. All right, 102 of the 4th round. It did not need to go that long, I'll tell you that. Definitely not. But man, what a blistering pace Lopes put on Hardwick those first couple rounds, especially the beginning of the first 3 rounds. He really had to walk through fire to earn this one tonight. All right, I'm getting to that PFL card. There we go. PFL 2024 Championships. It's not pay-per-view again this time, right? I think they got to give up on that. Like, they're not good enough for pay-per-view. Have any of you guys ever, I mean, and don't be embarrassed. Now I want you to admit it. I'm not making fun of you. But is anybody in here ever paid for a PFL card? I'm just curious. Hey, my question for you, Max. That's a wrap for Cage Warriors. Yep, that's it. That was the main event, sir. All right, PFL 10, 16 MMA bouts. Wow. Some of the bigger names on here. Brent Premise, you know that one. Oh, Denis Goldtov, Oleg Popov. That should be a good fight at heavyweight. Premise and Rabadanov at lightweight. Magomed Umalatov, undefeated, 17-0. That's where all the undefeated Russian fighters are going. The UFC is like, yeah, you can have them. Pay-per-views are strictly for Francis, I think. Oh, have you ever seen that climbing show? How did I not know that's what was coming? Shamil Musayev, 19-0, undefeated. I deserve it, though. Wyatt's been telling me about this show forever, and I still have not watched it. Hopefully it's still on streaming. They did their championships last year on pay-per-view, though, and it did not go well for them. Yeah, 36-0 between those two guys. That's crazy. Let's get some odds up here, though. Let's see if I can spot any bets. Well, Brendan Lefnane, former champion, underdog against Timur Khizraev. Timur's pretty tough, though. Oh, I think I like Al Quatani at underdog. I'm gonna have to look into these guys, what they've done in the last 5 or so. Jesus Pinedo, Jeremy Kennedy. I'd love Pinedo at like minus 180. I don't think I can go 270. I wonder what that opened at. There's Magomed Umalatov and Shamil Musayev. Close odds there. Dakota Dichiva. Oh, that's the November 30th card. What is this? It says there's a card 29th and the 30th, but that's not what it looked like on Topology. It looks like it's all the same card. So I don't know who's correct, but we're just going to go through these. I think this is just the main card, and the other was the prelims. So Denis Goltsov, Oleg Popov. I had to look into that. I feel like there's an opportunity there. Impa Kasangane and Yagshimiradov. Impa's been running that tournament for a while. He might have met his match now in Yagshimiradov. Be a good fight. I don't know about betting on that one. This is one I like, though. Look at this. Dakota Dichiva, Minus 255, or 355, excuse me, plus 280 on Tel Santos. That just doesn't sit right with me today. There, I feel like that's like a toss-up fight. Dakota really hasn't beat anybody. We need to open at minus 190, bro. Oh, I missed it. Crap. I hate that. I don't jump on... I almost forget to jump on him in time. Brent Premise is your moneymaker, a.k.a. Izzy on opposite day. Yeah, Brent Premise has won me money a couple of times. He's got a pretty tough matchup for this one. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. Taking on Godzi Rodominov. Plus 400. I mean, that'd be good money, but that's yeah, that's a tough matchup. Rodominov at minus 535. Any underdogs stick out to you, Ray? Yeah, I really wish I would have taken Pineda at minus 190 then. That I would have been fine with putting down 190 to 100. Almost 300 though. Just like yeah, I've been burned badly. All right, well that's it for that card. Let's look at a little bit of NFL real quick, because we're gonna do NFL tomorrow. I know everybody's been enjoying the fantasy football season. Popov is my first. I'm watching Goldsiv a while, and he hates big occasions. I'm gonna screenshot that and look into that. Thanks for the insight, Ray. And now that you say that, I think I kind of remember him choking before. All right. And these are the fun bets, because you can do all the live bets now with the NFL. Baseball is my favorite. That's why it knows, but yeah, Goltsov isn't great. I don't know his opponent though. Oleg Popov, I mean, he's not a world beater, but he's pretty good. I'll have to do some more research on it. Only bet one football game all year. It was Steelers last week, +3 versus Baltimore. You didn't take that bet on my account, did you? Because I think they lost by 5. All right, Lions are a huge favorite against the Colts. Oh my goodness, that's wild. Minus 410. Didn't they score like 90 points last week though? I mean, not 90, honestly, but it was over 50. Chiefs just a monster favorite this week, coming off their first loss last week. That one starts at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Titans and Texans. The season's kind of starting to play out a little more to where it's getting harder. Randy Johnson or Nolan Ryan? That is a tough one because I am a Seattle fan, but Nolan Ryan's the best pitcher ever. Vikings and Bears. Okay, there's my first hit right there. Vikings and Bears. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings on that one. The Bears can't score for shit. And I might take the Patriots and the 7.5 points, to be honest, too. I'll have to look at the injury report. Seahawks and Cardinals, just a 1-point game. Odds pretty much. I like Seattle in that one. I like them at home. And DK Metcalf's back and healthy. Same Ziggy. It was Lions come back a few weeks ago. I'm content going 1-0 for NFL till playoffs. Nice. Steelers versus Baltimore is a pick'em, no matter their records. Last 27 games decided by one score. 27? Wow. That's crazy. Do you think Kerry Hardwick will be in the UFC or no? What's up, Joshua? Thanks for coming and asking. I think he's definitely got a shot. I was impressed with him. I mean, he was certainly pressured. Jesus, Lopes just doused the cage with gasoline and lit the match. Like that guy, I mean, he gave him everything he could handle for 3 rounds, and he took it. Great counter striker. I think he could compete. I'm not sure that he wants to go, but if he does, I think there's probably a spot for him. True, Randy Johnson was too short to be any good. Need a minute bow in there. Just right answer. Do you think Kennedy Freeman will be in the UFC or no? I think there's a good chance. She might end. I could see her ending up on Contender Series. They play again at least one more time this season at Baltimore. Bet Steelers money line when they do. Yeah, I will if it's 3 points again or better. Absolutely. Eagles and Rams is a bit surprising to me too. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention, but just a 3-point difference, 155 on the Eagles. I think I like the Eagles there. Niners a big underdog after losing to the Hawks last week. Here's the thing with the Seahawks. So I'm a huge Seattle fan. Anything that happens in a Seahawks game to your team, win or lose, just forget it. Because these guys, they are capable of beating any team by 30 or losing to any team by any amount on any day. Like, nothing they does make any freaking sense. Geno Smith's a complete head case. The guys either fumbling the ball and kicking it in the end zone or throwing up a moon ball for 60 yards to DK Metcalf. Perfect right on the hands. Like, there's no in between. Kennedy, I changed clothes. Freeman. It's funny. The Sherdog one, she didn't look pasty white like you were talking about, but who knows? She might have a skin pigment thing or something going on. But yeah, it's very interesting. Ravens and Chargers. Look at that. Ravens 2.5 points on the Chargers. I mean, I like the Ravens there. And I never give points. I've never given points. I'm not saying I never will, but I've never given points. I'm happy to take them a lot of times. Like I said, I'll take them with the Patriots. I'll take those 7.5 against the Dolphins. I am still not touching this Bears-Lions game, though. Even 10.5 points, Bears are likely to lose by more than that if last week's Lions were any sign. Cowboys are the Giants really that bad? The Giants are underdogs to the Cowboys? Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that one. Minus 142. That's I am mystified. Apparently, I did not realize how bad the Giants were. Dolphins and Packers pretty close there. Oh, I'm going to the next week. I was like, didn't we just go those guys? Okay. Sorry, I skipped over into the next week. All right, guys. But yeah, we will do Hawks and Cardinals tomorrow, 1:25. So we'll start the stream at 1:15 then, 10 minutes before. Hey, thanks everybody for joining me today. I like Dallas, minus 2.5. Giants suck. God, I'm going to have to look at that. Like, it's hard to imagine anybody being worse than Dallas right now. I know they did better after finding the offensive coordinator, but the Bears' offense, the first 10 weeks, has got to be one of the worst in history. And they're still not good, man. Yeah, they're still not good. I don't think I'm touching anything with the Bears. Not for a little while. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to both events. Some of you are on both of them. Seen some new faces and some faces I hadn't seen for a while on Cage Warriors. Hope everybody's back tomorrow for some pigskin. We'll definitely be talking about other games. Always free to talk about whatever you want. It could be an NFL game. Halftime, we'll talk about UFC, boxing, whatever you guys want to talk about. I just enjoy talking about sports with you guys. See you later, Mike. This is Ziggy. Yes. All right. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.